la la la. Wait till I get my money right.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't tell me nothing right. La 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 la. Wait till I get my money right. La 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 la. You can't tell me nothing right. La 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 la.
I'm posting it on Instagram.
My money right. La 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 la. Then you can't tell me nothing right. La 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 la.
I don't know. High off life. High off life. High off life.
I'm dead.
Why?
You're funny.
Yeah, right? High off life. High off life.
Perfect.
What's that weed?
Right here, all right here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I wish I had a balcony.
Don't bring me out no bottles, purple soda with all the robbers. Love that bougie pussy, she fine.
That way?
Rich nigga, went to trapping college money.
Why don't you reuse it?
Take a pic when I get dressed. When I go, I like the throne sink. Gotta say that check. I can't
Bro,
go like Jerome.
come on.
Got me braces, double.
Yeah.
That's
Pink teed up in the club, you geeking up. Finna throw the side. I hate tricks, but I love fashion. Don't be tricking, but who asking? Might just throw a tip if you get nasty. She a project baby, but she classy. Fuck her like she trashy. Put dick all down her throat till it get raspy. Straight nigga, but I'm perfect. She a ghetto bitch, pussy perfect. Wife a hoe, but she perfect. I put on my ice and she perfect. Yeah, bitch, I'm perfect. Yeah, bitch, I'm perfect. I put on my ice and I look perfect.
Alright, let's go.
I can't wipe a bitch unless she perfect.
I was serving nigga that was serving you for a rap. Nigga, I done did business with the realest niggas. I was one deep, it's my strap, nigga. I can't name not one deal that I took that I ain't come back. These niggas can't figure me out, it's a disconnect, cause they can comprehend the way I act. Then I ain't even giving it out the way I can give it. Call got it for the bulletproof, one call to play out of Memphis. Made a ghetto bitch put their hands on their knees. I pay respect, I don't say hi to niggas. I go from playing the hotel, then from hotels to the bag. When I put that fire on them niggas.
Where you get your water from? Here?
Yeah, that's the
Water?
Mm-hmm.
This right here or the faucet?
That thing right there.
This?
Yeah.
I hear Snoop Dogg say, man, look here, man, them streaming, you stream $1 billion and, man, you ain't really making no money. What's your thoughts on streaming?
They gotta be making money, because they giving me money. There's some money in that shit. Some real money in it.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, grinding all my life.
Sacrifice. Running on.
Hello, welcome to another special edition of On the Road with Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. The guy that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today is one of the most influential and well-respected artists of his generation. He's loved by millions worldwide. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. He's a hip-hop A-lister, a Grammy Award winner, gold and multi-platinum songwriter, record producer, businessman, humanitarian, father, UK born, ATL raised, a bona fide superstar, 21 Savage. How was that intro? You like the intro? Did I leave out anything? I got a little extra time. I can add some more.
I ain't never heard no intro like that. I like that.
I appreciate that. You know, anytime you stop by conference, you have a conversation with on Club Shay Shay, I got your little drink. This is me right here. And because I want to toast the album, bro. That's you right there. American Dreams.
Yeah. It's good, but I don't drink.
You don't drink?
At all.
You just did that for me. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
Good looking.
That feeling.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and see code Shannon. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code Shannon. The crown is yours. You was born in London.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when you came to the U.S.?
Like 6, turning 7.
So do you remember a whole lot about being in London?
I remember like small things, but not like a lot. Like little small, like going to my grandma's house.
Right.
Being with my mama. I remember like going to the stores like across the street. And then like on my mama side of town, it's like this shit called a high street.
Okay.
And it's like a street just full of stores. I remember like walking over there. But I remember more like from when we went back and visited.
Okay.
Type, because we went back once to go visit when I was a little older. So I remember that more than I remember like stuff while I was there, like when I was younger.
Did you have very many friends? Do you remember friends when you were growing up? You say you left at 6 or 7. So did you have very many friends?
I just had family, like cousins, like a lot of cousins. Yeah, so I ain't really need no friends.
So your family, your mom moved you here. Of all the places in the U.S., why ATL, you think?
I don't know. I ain't never asked her.
You never asked her like, Mom, not New York, not Chicago, not L.A., not Detroit, Atlanta.
I ain't never asked her that. Oh, God.
Do you think about how different your life might have been had you gone to one of those places, or Chicago, or New York, or Detroit, or someplace other than the east side of Atlanta?
Nah, I ain't never thought about that. Oh, God.
You were just happy to like, okay, so you get here, you get settled in, so obviously you're in a new, London is very, very, so is London, I'm assuming London is very different than Atlanta.
It is, but it ain't though.
Really?
To me, because it's like, it looked different,
okay,
but it's the same shit.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, when I came over here, like, I have family too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you just around family.
Oh, so your mom, so you had relatives in Atlanta?
Like my mama friends, they moved with us. So
okay.
A lot of people that I grew up with, all moved.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't like you were just like moving by yourself, like just you and your mom.
Nah.
You had a large contingent with you.
Yeah.
Oh, so did that make the transition a lot easier?
I ain't know about no transition. I'm just a child. I'm just with my mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So how soon did you get acclimated, and how soon did you make friends once you got to Atlanta?
Like quick. Like it was this boy named Skinny.
Mm-hmm.
He had got killed though, like a couple years ago.
Wow.
But that was like the first person I met that like ended up being like my best friend.
Okay.
Like growing up, they used to stay like, we stayed in the upstairs apartment. He stayed directly under us.
Okay.
And his mama, like, we was bad as hell because it was 6 of us. Well, back then it was like 4 of us.
Okay.
So we used to be jumping up and down, running around. And he was the youngest, but his siblings was like way older than him.
Okay.
And like, so their house was quiet. They got plastic on their couch, all that. So like when we used to make noise, his mama would grab a broom and hit the roof. Like that. So we ended up getting cool, hunt. His mama and my mama ended up getting real cool.
Okay.
And I used to like stay at his house. He used to stay at my house. Like I still talk to his mama all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your family, your background, you're thinking your mom was from the Dominicana, your father was from
No, Dominica.
Dominica.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not Dominican Republic.
Dominica.
Yeah.
And so how much of the tradition from when you came from London did you guys bring with you? So did you matriculate into East Atlanta rather seamlessly?
Like,
because you say you got you got 6, like four boys and
no, it's 3 boys and 3 girls.
3 girls, 3 boys, okay, yeah. And your mom.
Yeah. And then my little sister, daddy, he Jamaican.
Okay.
And What you mean, like food wise?
Yeah, as far as
yeah. My mama cooked.
Okay,
for sure. Yeah.
So how soon did you start eating some of, because they got the oxtail, they got the smothered pork chops, smothered chicken. How soon when you started eating that opposed to what you were accustomed to eating?
I think like that came with like making friends.
Okay.
Like when I used to go spend the night at my friend's house. Like growing up, I wasn't allowed to eat pork.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like other stuff, like when I go to my friend's house, spend the night like when I was younger, I eat whatever they cook.
Right.
But I ain't started really like just picking what I want to eat until I was a little older. You feel what I'm saying?
So when you went back home, you're like, Mom, my friends, they cook this. Their mom cooked this. You think you might be able to cook that? Did you tell your mom that?
Nah, hell no. I ain't telling my mom no shit like that. Hell no.
She wasn't trying to hear that, huh?
I know she wasn't trying to hear. I ain't even finna try it.
Right. Did your mom share with you that you guys were leaving London, coming to the U.S., or did you guys just up and leave? Did you know you were leaving?
I don't really remember. Like, I just remember it's like so long ago.
Right.
So I be trying to really think about the story, but I'm sure my mama told me where we was going for sure.
Right.
Because I was 6.
Right.
But I just don't remember like that conversation, but I know it had to happen.
Right. So do you remember, you just remember getting on a plane, didn't have no idea where you was going, you just know you were leaving London?
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think at first it wasn't a stay thing.
Oh, okay. She was just coming to visit?
Right.
Okay.
I think we was coming to visit. But I don't want to fuck the story up neither, because my mama know the story.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was like, let's see. We want to move here, but we finna go see it. We don't like it, we're going to go back.
Right.
Type shit.
Okay.
And then we just stayed.
Right. So clearly she liked it.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you like it? Or you were just going along with the flow? You really didn't have a choice in the matter because you're 5 or 6 years of age. So if you didn't like it, you were stuck anyway.
You gonna just adapt. I liked it though.
Okay.
I liked it. Like, it's hot. It ain't cold all the time.
Right.
Like London. I remember like playing outside, like doing the same shit that I used to do, like when I used to go like to my grandma's house on my daddy's side. Like we'll play in the neighborhood, go like, it was the same shit.
Right. So what was it like? I mean, because all of a sudden they got this new family comes in, and I'm pretty sure you probably have an accent.
Yeah.
So okay. So now you're on the east side of Atlanta.
Yeah.
You got an accent. How receptive were the kids to you?
They used to I got in a fight on the first day of school. Oh God.
From the jump?
Yeah, they used to tease me.
Okay.
Like I went to Dunnell Elementary. That was the first elementary school I went to.
Okay.
So I get on the bus or whatever, they start talking to me. So they making fun of me on the way to school.
Okay.
So we get on the bus to go home. They making fun of me on the way home.
Okay.
So we get off the bus. Like one of the older dudes, like his little brother was the main one. So the older brother was said something like, basically like, shit, fight him. So we get off the bus, I beat him up. So all the girls, they run and tell my mama.
Okay.
At the door. So
your sisters?
No,
kids in the neighborhood.
Kids in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So they run, they tell my mama, because they started, I really was kicking a lot. They started calling me Taekwondo kid. It's a true story on my mama.
Okay.
So they run and tell my mom. So I'm trying to drag my feet to get home now. Right. So I walked to the door. She grabbed me by my ear to put me in the house because the girls were still there. Right. Telling her the story when I got there. So I just remember her grabbing me by my ear and then like throwing me in the house like type shit. And then that was it. I ain't get on punishment.
You ain't get no punishment?
Nah.
She didn't ask you what started it? So
not from my memory. Right. Feel what I'm saying? Right. She probably did though. Right. But from what I can remember, I just remember getting pulled. You know, you only remember the parts you remember. Like, right. I just remember the ear. Like.
So what do you think was the biggest? Obviously, you're very young, so you haven't experienced a whole lot. It's not like you're coming here, you're 13 or 14, so you haven't had a whole lot of. You're 5 or 6 years of age. I think you're 7 at this time. Yeah. So, is there a big culture shock? Do you notice anything different about being in London as opposed to being in East Atlanta?
The most shit that I used to what I remember changing was the size of everything.
Okay.
Like I remember, like in London, like our bathrooms would be like this big right here.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then I remember like we was in the hood on the east side too.
Right.
But it was just like a size different. Like like at my grandma's house in London, I could touch both sides of her house like this.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? But over here, it's like more space.
Right.
I remember that. And I remember getting in a car to go everywhere.
Right.
In London, we used to take the bus and the train like everywhere. I remember like we always was in the car when we got here.
So you had an accent, I'm assuming. So where did you fall in the ranking as far as your siblings?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming so if you're 7, that means you got 3 brothers and 3 sisters. That means, man, you got some babies. You got some.
There was 3, like, cause it's a 3-year age gap between me and my little sister.
Okay.
So if I was 7, she was probably like 3 turning 4.
Right.
And then my little brother was still a baby.
Right.
And then the other 3 was born in America.
Okay.
Feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So did you feel a sense of responsibility because you are the oldest? I mean, even though you're a child, you're the oldest male. And so do you feel some type of responsibility that you needed to okay, I need to be the man of the house even though I'm only 7 years old at the time?
I think so, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I was naturally like a protector type shit, yeah, for sure.
So what did your mom think about that? So the type of relationship that, because like you said, you're the oldest, your mom is in a new place, and granted, there are a community that came with you, but you the protector because you like, okay, I gotta look after my mom, I gotta look after my brother, my sister. Did your mom tell you anything about that, or you just instinctively took that on?
I think it was just like instinct for the most part. I feel like it's just in my personality too, like just like take care of everything. I don't know why I'm like that, but I think just naturally like I developed that. Cause like my whole life I've been like that. Like since I was old enough to like get out and do what I need to do. Right. I always like took care of my mama and my siblings and shit. Right. Yeah.
Do you feel that? So when you were in London, do you remember much about your dad being around?
Yeah, I remember my daddy used to come get me like every weekend. I used to be over there. Cause that's like where a majority of like my cousins was at. Right. On my mama's side, I only got like 3-4 cousins. Okay. But on my daddy's side, it's like 30 of them. Right. So that's like my oldest cousin, Taran, he in a wheelchair. Okay. I remember like following behind him a lot. Right. Feel what I'm saying? So that's my daddy's side. Right. So in other words, you really love spending time with your dad's side of the family because that's where all the cousins were. That's where you got an opportunity to run and play and just have a good time. It was just deeper. But my mama's side too, because like my cousins on my mama's side was bad as hell too. You see what I'm saying? But it just wasn't a lot of us. Right. Like, it was just me, Kyron, and Jerome. Right. We was the only boys on my mama's side. On my daddy's side, it was more. But
if it's only 3,
it's just different side.
Well, see, if it's only 3 of y'all, the trouble is only going 3 places. So it's you, or you. When your dad's side is about 30 of y'all, so you can blame a whole bunch of people.
Oh, God.
So growing up in the east side on that side of town, rappers, Gucci Mane, Future, OJ the Juice Man, Rich Homie Quan, Childish Gambino. Did you know any of those guys when you were growing up? You had no idea about these.
I seen Gucci before.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen Gucci before for sure. Right. I seen him at Church's Chicken before, like when I was real young.
Right. Right.
Yeah. No, Miss Winters. I seen him at Miss
Winters. Okay.
Yeah.
The east side, that's zone 6. There's a lot going on. Yeah. East side of Atlanta. There's drugs. There's a lot of killings. So what did your mom try and shield you? Like, son, you can't be out this time of night. So what did she tell you about the area that you guys we're gonna call home now?
I used to be outside, so I don't remember like her just like. The only time it'll be a problem is if I got in trouble in school. Right. But other than that, like I wasn't like one of them when the street like, come on, kids. Like my mama used to let me figure it out. Cause in London, it's the same shit. It's damn near worse. Right. Cause it's like concrete everywhere. You see what I'm saying? It's alleys. It's the inner city. So in London, I used to be outside from that was when we went back though. Right. like from before then, I don't remember being outside that much. But so like, nah, she just used to let me like
let you figure
it out. Then I used to be with Skinny.
Okay.
Well, his real name Aaron.
Okay.
I used to be with him, and he was older than me, so he was like my big brother.
Right.
And like, so as long as I was with him, she would give me a little more freedom to do shit.
Right.
Like as long as he watching over you, you good.
Did you always gravitate towards the older guys?
Yeah, I always hung with like people older than me for sure.
Because you felt you was more mature than young guys your age.
Yeah, for sure. Because I was older, I had to be. I'm the oldest.
Right.
So you naturally like a little more mature than you have to be. Because if you're not, you're gonna get in trouble.
Right. So how was the struggle when your mom moving here, obviously in a different country? Obviously times were difficult for you guys. Did you realize how difficult times were for your mom and your family?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like I remember when we first moved, you be smoking cigars on here, don't you?
You go ahead and take off.
All right.
This your joint. Let's go ahead.
But I remember like when we first moved over here, like before we moved to the neighborhood where I went to elementary school from, we moved to another neighborhood on the east side. And I remember like my mama and her nigga, well, her man at the time, they used to sleep on the bottom bunk, and all us used to sleep on the top bunk. We used to share we shared an apartment with one of their friends, so it was a 2-bedroom. We done got evicted before. I remember coming home and our stuff was outside in front of the house.
Right.
Like growing up, like I ain't never had my own bedroom till I was probably like 15 years old or something. Like we all shared a room, like for probably from like first grade till like 6th grade. They had a room, my mama and her man had a room, and me and all my siblings had one room in a 2-bedroom apartment. Then like, I don't know what happened, they got a little motion, and then we moved in the same apartments, but we used to call it Cross the Bridge. It's like the other side of the neighborhood.
Right.
And we had got a 3-bedroom. So the boys had their own room and the girls had their own room. And then I met my other big brother when I moved over there to bars.
Right.
They stayed under us. Their mom used to do the same thing.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Get the broom and bang the roof. Oh, God.
Right.
Yeah. But for sure it was a struggle because, like, my mama couldn't get no job, no driver's license. She couldn't get food stamps. She couldn't do none of that shit.
Right.
So, it's a struggle.
Right. So she's basically working any job that she can get, maybe cleaning floors, maybe in the kitchen or doing things of that nature, trying to make ends meet to put food on the table and a roof over the head for the kids.
The one job I remember her having, I don't think she never did no cleaning floors type shit, but the one job I remember her having was like a daycare. And they used to pay them under the table.
Right.
I remember hearing them conversations though, like being nosy. Cause I ain't even supposed to know that as a child, but I remember hearing them talk about it And she used to work at, all of them used to work at the daycare. Her man, and then the other families that I told you with us, they used to work there too. And they used to pay them under the table like cash and shit. That's the only job that I remember though.
When you came home from school one day and you saw your family belongings outside, how did that make you feel? Did the kids make fun of you? Did you realize what was going on when you saw all of your belongings on the outside?
Yeah, because I didn't seen it happen before, and I remember we used to steal people's shit. Because I didn't see other people evicted.
Right.
Seeing their stuff outside, and all the kids, the badass kids will be in the neighborhood walking around, see some shit, start going through that shit.
Okay.
So I just remember instantly thinking nobody better not touch my shit. That's the first thought. And I remember standing there. But I remember I didn't really care about it that much because they put our shit out, but we instantly moved to a bigger apartment.
Right.
So it kind of was it wasn't our shit was just out there and we was trying to figure it out.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying? I remember us moving to a bigger apartment instantly.
Okay.
Type shit.
So what was a typical meal in the household?
Oh, we had food.
Y'all had good food?
Not steak and shit though.
Ramen, hot dogs?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
We had the regular,
right.
But not I don't remember no time well, it just wasn't nothing to eat in the house.
Right.
It's gonna be some bread.
Right.
We used to make like condensed milk sandwiches. Like them was like our struggle meal.
Right.
Like you get the bread and the condensed milk, and then you put it in like the little toaster type shit, and you put it together. That should be good as fuck. Oh God.
You eat one of them now?
Hell yeah, I will. Oh God. But like, hot dogs and noodles. My mom used to make noodles stir fry.
Right.
Ramen noodles.
Right.
Curry chicken, jerk chicken, all that type of shit.
Did you being the oldest, did you learn how to cook? Could you cook?
For sure.
Because I'm assuming like a lot of times your mom probably was working and you had to take care of your brothers and sisters, so it was left up to you to probably cook the ramen or warm the food up so they could eat when you got home from school.
Not cook though. Like the most my mama would make me do is like unthought of food. The meat.
Okay.
Like take the meat out. I used to get my ass whooped if I forget to take the meat out.
Right.
And cause she don't play about the lemon. Like don't just sit it in the water. Put lemon juice in the water when you sit it in the water. So sometimes I take the meat out and just sit it in the water without no lemon.
Right.
I get in trouble.
Okay.
But she ain't never just make me cook. But we used to make our own little food that we wanted.
Right.
Like, so if my little brother was hungry and they wanted like a pack of noodles, I'd make them some noodles or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, we talked a lot about your mom. What's the relationship like with your dad?
Me and my dad in like a weird place because he got his side of how he look at it. I got my side of how I look at it. Like I kind of understand. Like, okay, if your child moved to another country, it's kind of hard, type shit. But from a child point of view, all I can do is go off the emotion that I felt as a child. Like I can't tell you how I would feel about it as an adult.
Right.
Because the hurt come from when I was a child. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like me whooping you as a child and then expecting you to receive the pain as an adult. Like, hell no, I don't. I know how I felt when it happened.
Right.
I know I felt abandoned. That's how I felt. Right. I felt like I used to see like other kids in the neighborhood. Well, not in the neighborhood, but remember the family that I told you that moved with us? I had a friend, well, he liked my cousin, basically, Rakim.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the same predicament. Like, he was in another country with, his mama was with another man now, his stepdaddy, and his daddy used to come visit him all the time, buy him shit. Mm-hmm. So I used to be kind of jealous of what he had going on.
Right.
And so that's where a lot of the disappointment came from with my daddy. But my daddy was a good daddy to my siblings over there.
All right.
Like my little brother who died, my little brother got killed.
Right.
On my daddy's side.
Right.
They was best friends. You feel what I'm saying? I got twin little sisters and I got another little brother. They all love my daddy. You see what I'm saying? So I can't just say, bad daddy.
Right.
With me, I feel like you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
The relationship that they have with him is not the relationship you have with him.
Facts. Right.
Because you said the family that moved with you, you saw his mom, even though she was in a foreign country and she ended up having another man, his dad still came over and would see him and buy him things. Yeah. And so did you explain that to your father? Saying, look, Rakim, Dad, his mom is with someone else and he found it time to come over here and see him and buy him things and spend time with him. Did you convey that to him?
Not as a child.
Not as okay.
But like my little brother died in 2020.
Okay.
And like that was me and my daddy first time talking in like 15, 20 years type shit.
Savage. I mean, you didn't reach out?
When like
at any point in time before that 15 years was up, did you not reach out and try to have a conversation with your father?
Cause like when I turned 21, I got shot.
Okay.
And my mama came in the like while I was in the ICU, she brought the phone. Well, I don't know if I was in ICU. I don't know where I was at, but it was like fresh. It was right after I got to the hospital.
Okay.
And my best friend had just died, like in the incident. Mm-hmm. So like I just remember being like mad. I was more mad than sad. So she tried to hand me the phone. But I remember telling my daddy like, cause my mama and my sibling, 4 of my siblings got the same daddy. I got my own daddy, and then my youngest sister got her own daddy.
Okay.
So my mama was moved out here, when she came out here, the father of my 4 younger siblings, he came like a little later.
Okay.
And we all was together.
Okay.
So when they had broke up, how I took it was like, all right, you ain't my daddy. I gotta figure my own life out. Like, I can't be up under your roof no more because my mama left.
Right.
So I left. So I remember communicating like to my daddy, like,
your biological father.
Yeah, like I'm in the street at this time, but I'm telling him like, I figure it out. Like, I don't expect you to just be able to just put me up in an apartment and just pay my rent every month. Like, but I'm like, can you contribute like $100 or $200? And I'm gonna figure the rest out. I'm probably like 16, 17 at this time. This like years before I got shot.
Okay.
I remember communicating to him like, can you help a little bit? Like, my mama ain't got you on child support. You don't really send no money like that. And it ain't no disrespect, like, cause he went in, like, he be taking shit like me telling my story is like trying to down him. But this is my truth. This is what I remember. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, from what I remember, he wasn't really sending no money to my mama.
Okay.
And my mama wasn't just pressing him for no money because she had a man.
Right.
So, you see what I'm saying? So I remember communicating that, and I remember like it not coming through. So now I gotta go extra harder in the lane that I'm in.
Right.
As a 16, 17-year-old. You feel what I'm saying? Because I gotta fend for myself down there. I gotta feed myself. Like, I'm staying with friend to friend to friend. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I remember feeling let down by that. On top of all the other times that I was let down when I was young and I wanted shoes or a phone or this or that, a new video game. You feel what I'm saying? So at a certain point, I remember like I got old enough to where it was like, I don't even care to talk. So that's how that build-up came of me not talking to him about them years. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So in 2020, your brother lose his life, right?
Yeah.
At that point in time, did you think about putting everything else aside and try to reestablish a relationship with the father?
I did. And we got on the phone and he started doing some things that rubbed me the wrong way. Like just asking me for shit, like too early. And like.
So at this point in time, you had already become what you've become.
Yeah. In 2020, I'm 21 Savage.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. But I kind of like fell back, and then like, you know, like when I do interviews, these questions come up and I'm truthful. So
right.
I think that might have rubbed him the wrong way. You feel what I'm saying? Type shit.
Oh, okay. So you went back, your parents you come over here and you go back. So how long were you over here before you went back for a month, 2 months, 3 months?
We came out here, I was 6, turning 7. We went back the summer of 6th grade going into 7th grade. So however old you is.
Okay. So probably 11, 12.
Yeah, so probably like what, 5 years? We was over here 5 years. Cause I know whatever it was right before the visa expired. We went back and then renewed it.
Okay.
Type shit.
You go over there with it. Did you remember anything about London? Because you had spent just as much time in America as you had in London. Because remember, you were 5 or 6 when you left.
Yeah.
You stayed 5, 6, 7 years here, and you go back. Did it seem like home, or did it seem unfamiliar to you?
It seemed like home. Like even when I just went back for the first time in what? I don't know how many years that is. The last time I went was when I was 12, and I just went last year when I was 30. That's what, 18 years.
Yes.
I still remember how to get to my grandma's house.
Okay.
Like, cause like it's a parking lot and you gotta walk through to get to her house. Like I still remember how to walk to her house. I still remember how to walk to the stove.
Right.
So it's like I don't remember everything, but I remember like key like major parts type shit.
Once you get over there, did you yearn to come back like, yeah, I like London, but the US is my home now?
When I was young, when I went back to visit?
Yeah.
I think I was ready to go home. Not like just in a rush, but it was like, all right, now I miss my other friends.
Right.
Like I missed y'all. We didn't kick it. Now
Ready to go back?
Yeah.
So school, how were you in school? What type of student were you in school?
I was an excellent student up until a certain grade.
Okay.
Like, I feel like we was just talking about this last night. We was playing the game, and they was like, spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And it was crazy because I won the spelling bee in 5th grade, spelling that same word.
Wow.
And I won the math competition that same year. Like,
okay.
So I used to get all A's, but like up until a certain point, I feel like when I found out, like really just realized like, no matter how good I do in school, I can't go to college because I'm an immigrant. I can't get a job. I can't get no driver's license. I feel like once that started to kick in, I kind of just gave up and just stopped caring. I used to go to school, fall asleep in class, like just do all types of shit.
Right. So once you realize, like, man, as smart as I am, math, won the math competition, won the spelling bee, I can only advance so far in school. Now, I might need to try a different path.
Yeah.
So you go on this. So at school, so how were the other kids towards you? Because you're smart. Normally kids, they pick on kids that are smart.
But I was the cool kid.
Oh, you were the cool, smart kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I used to do bad stuff too. I just had good grades. But I still used to skip, fight.
Right.
Like do all the little mischievous things kids do in school, but I was just smart. I'm still smart. Like,
did you get bullied in school?
No, I ain't really get bullied. I had issues with people.
Right.
Not just like, you ain't finna just put my head in the toilet or take my lunch money.
All right. So that's what it was. I mean, the older kids tried to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
And you
but
like,
nobody never tried to do that to me. I'm just saying, like, I'm not one of them kids. I was never one of them kids.
Right. You ain't let nothing slide.
Nah. My mama ain't even finna go for that.
Right.
Like, I remember, like, getting tried in the neighborhood.
Right.
My mama them coming outside to fight with us.
What?
Where your mama at? Facts.
Mom put it down like that?
I remember one time, like, it was this lady, and my little sister used to be real cool with this lady daughter.
Right.
But I was just known as the bad kid in the neighborhood.
Right.
So somebody spray painted "fuck you" all over her car. She had a Lexus, the little bubble Lexus.
Right.
But it was like it wasn't like the suit. It was just like a regular little Lexus.
Okay.
So she comes straight to my door. My mama ain't home though. Banging on the door. Where your bad ass at? Ooh, I know you did this shit. Ooh. So she come to the door. So my auntie was down the street. I guess my little sister ran and told my auntie. So my auntie come down. My auntie come down. By this time, they didn't call my mama. I remember my mama just smashing through the neighborhood in her minivan. I remember I had some scissors. I had them broke the scissors, so it was just one side of the scissor like this. So my mama pull up swerving. She parked right in front of the lady building. So the lady out there, the lady standing like on the car, like with her back on the car. My mama jump out the truck. Bitch, ooh. She done mushed the lady. What? Oh God. But the lady didn't want to fight. So my mama didn't really just mash the gas on the type shit. Oh God. And me and my little brothers, we deep. It's all of us. Then we got friends.
Right.
Like, and our friends down there like our family. Like, we like, this the hood.
Right.
We down there like, this our side.
Right.
So they all out there like ready. Like, they was gonna beat her up. But she bit her tongue. And on my mama, I really didn't do the shit.
Right.
It really wasn't me who spray painted her car.
Right.
That's how you know reputation is.
Your reputation preceded you.
Oh,
because you used to get into stuff and they just automatically assume if some issue went down, Savage did it.
Oh God. That shit was crazy. And I was innocent as a motherfucker.
So you go to school, you end up getting kicked out of school because you brought a firearm to school.
Yeah.
What made you feel like you needed to bring that firearm?
I think I was just mad. Like it was like some issues where a group of people from like another neighborhood that we didn't really get along with was saying like they were supposed to be trying to fight us and they was deep. It wasn't number like 5, 6 of us because all my friends are older, so they in high school.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
Like the people that I hang with, that's like I feel like is like me. It's only a few. It was like 3 of us, and then like. I was just being bad, really. I didn't really need to bring no gun.
Right. When you get the strap from?
Like, this dude in my neighborhood had did something and he hid it somewhere, and I knew where he hid it at. So I stole it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, how did they find out that you had the piece on you in school?
Because when I got to school, it was an ISS day. So I started thinking like, nah, I don't want to just have this motherfucker on.
In school suspension.
Yeah. I ain't want to just have it on me all day.
Right.
So I'm like, let me hide it. And it was this little bitch ass little, like I don't even really fuck with him. He just happened to be there while I'm hiding the shit.
Oh, man.
I ain't even thinking about this shit at the time. I done put this shit up under some leaves and some bushes and shit. So I guess they see us on the camera, but on the camera, they can't really tell who doing what. They just see me and him right there doing something. I don't know how it happened though, but they found it. They end up finding it. So they come get me out of ISS it was the school officer. His name was Valentino or Valencia or some shit. Mm-hmm. But he was a police officer, but school police.
Okay.
They come get me out of ISS. They walk me into the assistant principal office. But they know me, like cause and kids, this ain't from me, I'm not bragging about this, but when you bad as hell in school, you have a assigned counselor type shit. And normally your counselor is one of the assistant principals type shit. So I didn't have been counseled by all of them type shit. So they come get me out of ISS, they bring me in the office. The nigga who was there while I was hiding and shit, he right there in the office. I'm like, oh shit.
He done damned you out.
I know what this about. So they bring me in the office. They're like, yeah, what was in the book? I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know nothing. I don't know. I wasn't doing shit. So I just sit there. Then every time I used to get in trouble, I just get an attitude and get mad. And so I don't got to answer the shit. I just be like, man, bro, just stop talking. So I stopped talking. So they like, all right, come on. They bring me back to ISS. So I'm like, oh, I'm straight. So I'm sitting at ISS. They start calling they be like buses, walkers, riders, woo. So everybody start going. So I get up off the rip. Like I ride the bus.
Right.
But they I think either walkers or riders out first.
Right.
I get up as soon as the first one get up. So I'm walking out ISS. I'm walking down, ISS in the trailers. Mm-hmm. So I'm walking down the hill. I see the school police. He walking towards me. He come get me. He cuffed me. I'm like, shit. But all I was worried about was my mama. It's like when you young and you get in trouble, you don't give a damn about nothing else but what your mama
gonna say.
Oh God, they cuffed me up. Took me to they tried to do some fake scared straight shit. They took me to the big jail, the Cobb County.
Right.
But they used to I don't know how they do it now, but back in the day they used to book you in the big jail. Mm-hmm. Not put you in the big jail, but that the juvenile facility was right there, but they'll take your pictures and shit at the big jail.
Right.
So when they bring us in, I guess they told one of the inmates start banging on the window or some shit to scare us. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
That didn't work.
No.
Now,
it's a big ass door. What you gonna bust through the door and do something to me?
So now they ban you. You cannot go to school in DeKalb County, correct?
No, that I got on probation for that.
You got on probation for that one, okay?
Right. Next year, this 8th grade. I'm doing good. I'm still on probation, playing football or whatever. So I'm at the back of the bus with all the cool kids.
Okay.
We on the way to school. These niggas, it was this song when we was young called Teabag That Hoe. Mm-hmm. Man, these niggas in the back, they start beating on the window. Teabag That Hoe. Teabag That Hoe. Banging on the window. So people start throwing shit because we had a substitute bus driver.
Oh, man.
They start throwing paper at the bus driver. I'm just back there. I ain't really doing shit because I'm on probation, so I'm chilling. But I'm laughing and shit.
Right.
I think I was singing the song a little bit.
Right.
Man, they come get us. They treat us like we got down this some serious shit. They come get everybody. Everybody who was in the back of the bus, they put us in the library. They had it was some girls who was telling about what happened. They got down. I think some of the boys were grabbing the girls type shit, bringing the girls back there and shit. Girls were sitting on people's laps and just bad shit.
Right.
So they had some girls who started telling.
Right.
They got in trouble. If you don't tell who was doing it, we're gonna tell your parents that you've been being fast back there.
Right.
So goddamn, I just remember we had like they used to call that shit like a hearing
Yeah.
in the library. They bringing all of us to the window. They got girls lined up. We got to put our face at the window like the hell. They like, yep. They said him. They put my face. I ain't even did shit. They like, yep, him. So when that happened, by me being on probation already, that's when they kicked me out of art school.
Right.
Shit, for that incident.
So they lied on you.
Yeah, they lied on me, man.
You sure you had no involvement.
I should have never been back there. Once they started doing all that extra,
you should have went to the front.
Got up and went to the front.
Right.
So they didn't really lie. I was back there.
Right.
I just wasn't doing all the shit that they was doing.
Right.
I was in the mix type shit.
Did you have to go to juvenile detention for that?
Mm-mm. That was just like some school shit. Cause they like, nigga, you on probation.
Right.
You still don't know how to act.
So they inform your mom. That's when they kick you out of DeKalb County,
yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
So they tell your mom.
Yeah.
What'd your mom say?
I think that's the first time I really just got grounded. Like, well, you can't even leave the house, but I still was leaving the house. My mama know that shit though. She know that shit. Cause I got grounded. Cause matter of fact, on God. So boom, my mama, she ain't with me. By then I'm too grown. Like,
right.
Ain't no whooping. So I get home and shit. She like, you ain't leaving. You can't go nowhere. Sit inside the house, watch your little brothers and sisters type shit. It's cause at this time, my little brother Ruru, he was probably like 2 or some shit. Mm-hmm. So I used to have to babysit. But my little sister, old enough to watch him too.
Right.
So it was this little boy in the neighborhood. I ain't gonna say it. I don't even remember his name anyway, but he was like younger than me. So I'm outside. We at the park. The park like right behind our building. So I'm at the park and shit. He walk up like, bro, I got some keys. I found some keys to this lady car that live in the next building. So I grab the keys. I take the keys. I'm like, what car is it? He showed me the car. I'm like, all right. So I don't supposed to be outside.
No.
So goddamn, I go get the car. I crank it up. I'm like, oh shit.
Have you ever driven a car before?
Yeah, my mama shit.
The minivan.
Yeah, oh God. So I'm like, oh shit, this the real key. So I jump out. I walk out. I walk back to the park. So you know how when you're young, you doing something bad, you always need somebody with you to do it too. Like you ain't gonna just do it by yourself.
Right.
So I forgot who it was. It was somebody. Oh, it was my partner. I forget his name. Terry. He used to live across the bridge though. He was spoiled though. He was the only child. They lived in the townhouse.
Okay.
So I used to kind of like be jealous of him, but I used to fuck with him too. He used to have all the games, unlimited snacks. Oh God. So I went and got Terry. I got a car. I got a hot box. That's what we call like a stolen car.
Right.
I got a box. So I go get him. We go get in the car. So we drive around the neighborhood, spinning like, swerving like not burning out, but just like drifting.
Right.
So I go park the car. We jump out. We go back to the park again. We chilling. Probably like 30 minutes go past. I'm like, shit, let's go ride. So goddamn, now I feel like I done mastered the car. So now I'm trying to do extra shit. So I get in the car, I reverse it, but the car is parked directly in front of the people, like building, their apartment building.
Right.
So when we pulling off, we like trying to ease off and then hurry up and smash off. So I put the car in reverse and I back out the parking spot. So, but he working the gear.
Right.
I'm just hoping.
You just drive, okay, yeah.
So I'm thinking this nigga put the car in drive. This nigga still got in reverse. I done smashed on the gas. Boom! Boom! Hit a tree. Man, I'm like, oh shit. I hurry up and park the car. Get out the car. We take off running in the back because I ain't want to run this way because my building right here.
Right.
So we run behind their building and I run through the back way of my building and go change my clothes. Type shit. So I come back out, the DeKalb County police out there. So I walk up. So they're like, who seen where they went? Ooh. I'm like, I seen them. They had on white. They ran that way. My bitch ass little cousin and told his mama it was me.
Oh, man.
So the police don't know, but my mama know.
Right.
So now, goddamn, he done told, but I think I can't remember. I gotta call my mom and ask her, like, did she whoop me about that? Cause I think she punched me about that, like, ooh, or something. I remember I got in big trouble for that. And I just remember that being like a couple days after the school bus incident. Mm-hmm. Cause that was like fresh. Like I really wasn't supposed to be outside.
Right, you supposed to be inside.
Yeah.
You not only are you outside, you doing some
no, that's how I got to go outside. On God. I told my mama I was taking my little brother to the park.
Okay.
So my little brother was at the park with my little sister.
Right.
That's how I got outside.
Oh, okay.
On God.
So you were supposed to be outside, you just wasn't supposed to be in the hood shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that. And your brother Randy died you out.
My little cousin.
Little cousin did.
Yeah, he told his mama that it was me. And his mama told my mama. Type shit.
But did the police ever find out it was you?
No.
Well, you straight there. Statute of limitations up.
Oh, God.
Sports. Did you play sports?
I played football, but I was too small. But I tried.
You tried?
But really, I had to for probation.
Okay.
Like, they was like, you got to be in as many extracurricular activities as possible to keep you from doing shit. Just being at home, doing nothing.
Right.
So I had to. But then, like, I only played one season because at the end of the season, my mama didn't have enough money to pay the dues.
Right.
So I only played one season. I probably got on the field 3 times.
What position did you play?
Wide receiver and cornerback.
Okay. Had you stuck with it, you think you'd have been pretty good?
Yeah, because I ended up getting taller, like as I got older.
Right.
So probably, yeah, for sure. But I stopped going to school in 9th grade.
Oh, you might have been an NFL player.
Facts. But I don't think the average, how much money do the average NFL player make? Do they make more than a rapper?
No.
Yeah.
It all depends, man.
I think I went the right route.
Yeah. I mean, unless you play quarterback. Now, quarterback, they make some bread.
Yeah.
They make 40, 50 mil a year.
Yeah.
But you doing better than that, too, so you did the right thing.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, you don't got to take no hits.
Yeah, nah.
Right.
Yeah, I be bruised up.
Yeah.
Ain't no nigga finna be pushing me to the ground and all that.
So the 9th grade, that's the farthest you went in school, right?
Yeah.
You dropped out.
So I got kicked out 8th grade.
Oh, you got kicked out 8th grade?
For the 2nd semester of 8th grade.
What'd you do to get kicked out?
The bus shit.
But I thought you could go, if you went to another county outside of DeKalb, you were straight.
That's what we thought. So we moved up the street to Gwinnett County. Mm-hmm. And I had to go to alternative school.
Right.
In Gwinnett County.
Right.
And they make you wear that shit was just different, bro. Like, cause when I went to alternative school in DeKalb County, it's black kids. It's still like regular.
Right.
I got out there, it was just nothing but Mexicans. But it was some black people too. But This when I first learned about gangs and shit.
Okay.
Type shit. So I went there for a semester. Then I went to South Gwinnett High School for probably a semester. Okay. Then they was trying to kick me out because I was smelling like weed in school, falling asleep in class. But this is about around the time where I'm telling you, I ain't really feel like shit was gonna get me nowhere because I'm an immigrant. Right. So I just stopped caring. Right. So my mama just withdrew me, type shit. And she started trying to homeschool me and shit. And then that shit, I don't know. It just eventually I don't know what the hell happened. But it just stopped. You just kind of realized, man, school ain't for me. Yeah, oh God. Right. Yeah. And so once you realize school ain't for me, what are you gonna do? You gotta do something. Shit, hustle. Shit, that's all I could do for real. Did you ever get your GED? No, I'm finna get it though. So when your mom takes you out of school. I got my GED. No, I don't think I do. No. Your mom takes you out of school. She's gonna try to homeschool you. You F it. This ain't for me. What do you tell your mom? Mom, school ain't for me. I'm not going. This homeschooling ain't working. I'm gonna get on this grind. Or did you just I just got to do what I got to do? Honestly, my mama always just knew, because I used to be getting in trouble for, having cars lined up outside the house and shit. So, cars lined up outside the house? Yeah, type shit. You a general manager of a car dealership or something? That's the only way that's supposed to happen? People outside waiting in the car and shit. Okay, yeah. So, I feel like she had an idea, but I think I was just too grown. Even though I was young, I was just like grown. Like, I can't explain it. It was like,
you was much older than your age.
Yeah, like you can't tell me nothing because I already be gone for goddamn 2-3 weeks at a time type shit. So it's like, if you tell me something, I'm gonna just get the hell on.
Right.
And go do it somewhere else.
So when did the affiliation with the gangs, when did that come about?
Like, I don't know. I feel like when you from the hood, they just automatically like affiliate you with a gang.
Right.
Just growing up in the area.
Did you feel
I ain't never been initiated into no gang,
right.
Shit. Yeah.
So that's you're not a part of a gang. People just assume, because you were doing devious, stuff,
right?
Stealing the cars and whatever else was going on, they just automatically assume you were a part of the gang,
right? Just from being from a certain side of town, and shit.
Right?
Yeah.
So, did they say anything? Did your mom them say anything to you, like, bro, what you gonna do with your life?
I think my mama used to like beg my daddy to like step up type shit more than like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I feel like she probably felt like shit, what else can you do for real?
Right.
Type shit. And it wasn't like I was just stupid. Like, I kind of knew what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Type shit. So I think she more used to like say that shit to my daddy, like, come like get him or come be with him or. But then again, it's like she probably was saying that, but I wouldn't have went for that though.
Yeah, I was about to say, even if he had come to the States and tried to take you back, were you gonna go?
Younger, I probably would have, like 16, 17.
Right.
But by the time I was 20.
Well, you grown ass man now. I mean, he can't get you to go nowhere.
Right. I had my son though.
Right.
So that wasn't an option no more.
Right.
Type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I had my son the same year I got shot. So that was 2013. I was 20.
So you was 20?
Yeah.
Take us back to that day. Do you remember anything about that day?
About
the day you got shot and your friend got killed? Do you remember anything about that day? Was it a normal day? Did you wake up like, this is a Tuesday, this is a Wednesday, I'm gonna start my day, I'm just gonna carry on? What was it about that day? Did anything feel different?
Yeah, it ain't really feel different, but when I look, you know how you, in the moment, it don't feel different.
Right.
But you look back on it and it's like, damn, because that day was my birthday.
Okay.
So, like.
You was turning 21, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was my birthday, his mama birthday, and his nephew birthday.
Okay.
Y'all got the same birthday. So I was trying to like book a hotel room so we could have like a kickback and shit.
Okay. Like
for that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And he called me because I had like a couple cars and shit. Like, but they were not stolen cars, like cars I paid for.
Okay.
And in one of my cars, I had speakers in the trunk. Like, you know how people put speakers in the trunk. And one of his speakers went out in one of his cars. So he needed one of mine, and he was like, shit, I'm gonna just give you one of mine whenever I go buy a new one. I don't feel like going up there now. So, and he was like, I want to see Kamari too, my son.
Right.
So I wasn't at the house. I was with my other partner. He ended up getting killed too. His name, One. I was with him. He was like riding with me and shit. We was trying to he was gonna get the hotel room in his name because I ain't got no ID, I ain't got no license.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed somebody to get the room in their name. So I was riding with him and shit. And Johnny is my friend who was with me that got killed.
Okay. He
had went to my mama's house because me and my mama, last baby daddy, like my little sister daddy, we had all went in, like, we was paying rent on the house.
Okay.
They was paying more than me, but I was probably paying like $500. They was probably paying like $600 or some shit. And so we was all staying together. So he had, cause remember I told you like my mama and her other baby daddy broke up and shit. And she ain't had nowhere to go type shit.
Right.
So we finally back together in the house. So Johnny had went to my mama's house and he had went to see my mama, went to see my son, and he had got to speak out in the car and shit.
Okay.
But I remember like that whole day. Now that you say it, like I remember that whole day I kept telling myself like, I gotta pull up on Johnny, I gotta pull up on Johnny type shit. Cause he wanted something that I had and I wanted something that he had.
Right.
So, after he seen my son and shit, and that was his first time just going to see my son on his own. Like he ain't never did that before.
Right.
Type shit. So after he went to go see my little boy and shit, I had pulled up at his house and he was like, ride with me somewhere right quick, I gotta handle some shit. He was like, I don't feel like going in my car though, let's just ride in your car. Because I was in one of my little plucks, like a hoopy type shit. Like a low key car. So goddamn, the shit's so crazy because like when we was in the car on the way to wherever he was trying to go to, his grandma called. And his grandma was on the exact same street. But where we was going was to the left and where his grandma was at was to the right, but on the same street. And she called like right before we turned on the street. Like we was at the light waiting to go left type shit. So when I used to think back on it, I used to be like, damn, like, you know how they be like in life, you got a choice, like which way you can go type shit. And I used to be like, damn, if he would've went right, he would've still been alive type shit. So we ended up making a left or whatever. We ended up pulling up or whatever. And like a nigga just jumped in the back seat and just was like, geared up type shit. Then a whole bunch of this shit started happening. Boom, 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 boom.
Do you think it was a setup? Because I mean, you say this is a bucket. This is the car that, you know, low key, don't nobody really know. Did people know you had this car?
Not people who knew me, because I was always like a super low key.
Right.
Like I had a flashy car too.
Right.
But nah, didn't nobody know about this car for real. I be thinking back on like a lot of shit. Cause even like after that shit, I used to be like, damn, I done did like a lot of shit to a lot of people type shit. So I used to be like, this shit could have came from anywhere type shit. So that day it used to cross my mind. But I don't really know.
Did you feel you let your guard down to allow somebody to get to jump on you like that?
Not really. Cause I was on point. I think that's how I made it type shit. Like I was already looking back type shit.
Did you know the guy?
I ain't know.
So he says, give it up. Whatever you had on you, like, okay, bro, hey, whatever I got here, take. You didn't have it. You said, I ain't got none, bro.
I had some.
But you told him you didn't have anything.
No, I had something else for him.
Oh, you had
not what he wanted.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah. Type shit. But he had something for me too.
Right.
Shit.
So he got to jump on you.
Kinda. Not really though, because they was really scared for real.
It was one or two?
It was two of them.
It was two of them, okay.
One of them jumped in the back seat.
Okay.
One of them was standing up outside the car.
Okay.
Type shit. So the one who was standing outside the car, he shot me off the rip right here.
Okay.
Because I'm turned like this. So he like, fuck nigga. Type shit.
Okay.
Then he take off running. So now it's just me and Buddy in the back seat.
Okay.
But my brother, he like I remember screaming to him type shit, cause me and Buddy started going back and forth. Like his arm was like over the seat and my arm was like over the seat.
Okay.
So I remember like, but I was shot. So I remember saying like Johnny, shoot him. Type shit. And me and Buddy was just going back and forth. And then Buddy in the back seat started screaming like, ah.
So you hit him?
Yeah. But I was hit up too.
Right.
So when I remember like the gun jammed type shit. So I had cocked it back again. And when I put my arm over the seat, he put his gun on my arm and shot me. So my gun fell out my hand. And I remember us fighting over my gun. Then it went out one more time, boom. And I got shot right here in my hand from holding the gun type shit. Then he got up and he tried to run and he collapsed type shit. And then I remember That's when I had an iPhone then. This was probably like the iPhone 3 or some shit. Ugly ass iPhone. So goddamn, I remember like trying to unlock the phone to call 911 and like my blood kept drying up the screen type shit. So I remember I got out the car. But first, that's how I knew Johnny was dead type shit. Cause like after Buddy got out the car and ran, I remember I told Johnny like, pull off, bro, pull off. And then the car wasn't moving, but his foot was on the gas, but it was in park.
Right.
So the engine was just like
revved up.
Then it was like some movie shit. The windshield wipers was like, but it wasn't raining.
Right.
And then, you know, the door, like when you got the door open, ding, 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 like the alarm to tell you close the door type shit. So I jumped out the car, I went and knocked on somebody's door. They ain't come to the door. So I went back to the car and got down. I unlocked my phone. I finally I didn't even unlock it. Back then it was like slide for emergency call.
Right.
So I ended up sliding it. Called 911 like, yeah, I'm shot. Woo. They get to asking all type, just dicked out ass questions like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
I'm shot.
What street? Man, what the fuck you mean, what street? I don't know the street. I'm just shot.
Right.
Type shit. So they like, I remember telling them like, my brother dead type shit. And then I remember laying there and I guess the nigga who was driving them niggas, he came looking for the nigga who was in the back seat. I guess he couldn't find the nigga. So goddamn, he rolled back past and I remember being on the phone because I thought they was finna ride back past to handle the business.
Right.
So I scooped back type shit. I was on the phone to like they ran back past type shit. Then I remember the police pulled up. I don't even think I told her. I think I just put the phone like down type shit and just did like that. Then the police pull up. So I get out the car because I'm a victim. I'm like, man, this nigga talking about put your hands up. He put your hands up. Let me see your hands. I'm like, bro, I can only put this arm up. Cause remember I told you he shot me in this arm. So I put the arm up. I'm like, I'm shot in this arm. He like, sit on the curb and put both of your hands behind your back. I'm like, man, I'm shot in this arm. I can't put it behind my back. He like, put it behind your back. So I think I just like mean this shit like that type shit. Then I sat right there for a minute. Then the ambulance pulled up. And when the ambulance got there, I remember the lady, it was a white lady. I wanted to see her like, so I wonder like how she doing type shit. But she was in the back of the ambulance. So they put me on the stretcher and shit. They cut my clothes open, put me on the stretcher. So she put me in the back. And she was like, let's hurry up and get him to the hospital before the sergeant get here and he bleed to death type shit. Cause I guess like when you in critical condition or some shit, like, well, I don't even think I was in critical condition. I think I was just bleeding a lot.
Right.
I guess like they objective is for the detective to hurry up and ask you questions just in case.
Right.
Type shit. So she was like, hurry up. So they put me in the ambulance and we just went to the hospital.
How many times did you get hit?
6. And then...
No vital organs though?
No vital organs.
So what do you think happened to you? He got friendly fire?
My brother?
Yeah, the one that was in the car with you.
No, I think the dude in the back seat shot him in the head.
Oh, okay.
Like when it first happened.
You're right.
Cause he had his gun on him too.
Right.
But he never shot.
Right. So that's why when you're saying Johnny shoot him, he couldn't because he had already got hit.
Yeah. I think he got hit like off the rip.
Real.
Type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happened to the guy that was in the back that ended up collapsing? Did he live?
Yeah, he lived.
Okay.
He was paralyzed.
Right.
I don't know about now. But that's what I heard. You know how you hear shit in the street, but you don't know. Like,
right.
Yeah. He lived though. From what I remember.
Right.
What I know, yeah.
The guy, did they ever find the guy that shot you that was outside the car?
Yeah, they I don't know about it. I know they found 2 people, but I didn't know what they looked like.
Right.
So I couldn't tell like the police shit really. It was dark type.
Right.
So I think they got charged and then it got thrown out type shit.
You think about that? Do you think about that day? What could have been? What could you have done different?
Yeah. But I ain't even want to really ride with him that day. Cause I was really just trying to chill. It was my birthday.
Right.
We had some shit, like some drink and shit, some liquor and shit. We was finna get drunk. So I was really just going over there to kick it with him.
Right.
Type shit. So yeah, I be thinking about that. But the main thing I think about is like I heard his grandma on the phone telling him like, I'm ready. Cause he pick her up from work every day.
Right.
And I just used to think like, damn, I wish he would have just went and got his grandma instead, type shit.
Because he wouldn't have got his grandma, you wouldn't have been in the car, you wouldn't have been there, he wouldn't have been there, and that day would have never happened.
Facts. Yeah. Oh God.
You've seen a lot of tragedy. Your uncle ended up getting killed.
That wasn't my real uncle though.
Right.
But remember I told you like how we like made
like a family
over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got killed when I was in 3rd grade. I remember I think I was asleep, but I was so bad I probably was up. But I remember it was a school night, and I remember just hearing like bum 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 bum. And I remember jumping up. And looking at my window. And then my mama came in the room and just started hugging me, type shit. Started holding me. But I was so young, I think I knew it was gunshots, but some was telling me it was firecrackers.
Right.
So I go back to sleep. And I remember getting up the next, like a couple hours later, like that was probably like 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get up probably like 7 for school.
Right.
And I remember like my mama was ironing my outfit for school and shit. And the news was on. And they was like, I think it was 5 of them that got killed that night.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 or 5. It might have been 6. It was like the dudes came, they killed Big Boy, which was like my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
They killed Swiss Shot and like another one of their partners and like 2 maintenance men. And then I remember like my mama telling me, or it was either my mama or my stepdad, it was like, yeah, they killed Big Boy, ooh, type shit. But then when I got older, you know how you replay shit back in your head? I was like, he robbed the wrong person. Cause I remember like all that week, he had went and bought one of them new Tahoes, the Z72 trucks.
What? The Z71?
Yeah, the 2-door.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's the high end.
Yeah, he had bought one of them. He had, I remember walking down there, cause like when I was young, they used to like give me like little dollars and shit. And I used to like rap. Like do little like 3 bars or some shit. And they'll give me some dollars. So I remember one time, like that week, I went down there and they was like all outside by the Z71, like they was on the truck, chilling on the truck, smoking and shit. I remember I seen like a big ass bag of weed, probably like 5 pounds or some shit.
Wow.
Just bags of weed on the like hood of the car. And I remember one of them, his name was Kevin. He used to have a box Chevy on 23s with the Jordan logo on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him like, man, put that shit up, bro. What the hell wrong with y'all? Put that shit up. But I remember like, I ain't never seen them have that much weed. I done seen them smoke weed a million times. They ain't never had that much weed. So I feel like that's what happened, but I don't know.
Right.
But I feel like that's what happened though.
Hit somebody's stash out. Huh?
Yeah, the wrong nigga, and they came back. Cause they chased him. He was in like, it was some more apartments connected to apartments, and it was a cut. He got shot in the next apartments.
So he was running, he saw him coming.
In the head once, but he still was alive. And he ran all the way from them apartments, ran like through the cut, cause the cut is like right next to my building. He came through the cut and ran all the way down to the end, like where our street, it was a dead end on our street. And he ran all the way to like where my cousin Rakim stayed at. And he ended up dying, like collapsing on their front step type shit.
Right.
Okay.
But your 21st birthday, that wasn't the first time you had gotten shot, was it? Was that the first time you got shot?
No, that was the second time. The first time was like on some like bullshit though. It was just like a graze for real. It wasn't just like, no, just, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even go to the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it an accident or was someone intentionally trying to?
I think it was an accident.
Okay.
Yeah.
21st birthday, you lose your partner, you almost lose your life. You've gotten grades before. Your uncle, who's not your biological uncle, but he was raised up with you, so you was considered an uncle. At what point in time, Savage, do you say, enough of this?
I think like after I got shot.
Because you got a kid, you got to think of now. You got another life to be responsible for. It ain't just you now.
For sure. I remember thinking about that too, like while I was sitting there. And I was like, I remember I just kept mumbling like, I can't go out like this, can't go out like this, can't go out like this type shit. And I was just thinking about my little boy type shit.
Did you ever lose consciousness?
Not from what I remember.
Right. You've lost siblings.
Yeah.
You mentioned that I think it's your father had a son that ended up getting stabbed to death, correct?
Yeah, in London, in my grandma's neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just shot my last video at. Yeah.
How does one that have experienced death so much, how does one cope with it? It's one thing to know someone's going to die of old age, and we got grandparents, or we have someone over there with a terminal illness. Okay, that's one thing. But to see someone lose their life so young, to see a parent bury a child when no parent should have to bury a child. It's supposed to be the other way. The child buried the parent. How does one begin to cope or wrap their minds around death in that capacity?
I don't know how I do it. Cause I done had times like where I cry sometimes type shit when I'm by myself and shit, but I don't know. I think you just gotta be built for this shit. Like you gotta just be built for it. Like you learn how to like just like move forward in life and just accept certain shit. But it's like still hurt though, but
right.
I don't know like I don't know how I cope with it, honestly.
I read where you said after your brother's death, I took my anger out on you. I wish I could take that ish back.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like growing up, like we ain't really talk like that neither, because I used to be like kind of jealous of like the relationship that him and my daddy had.
Mm-hmm.
I used to feel like my little brother was the son he wanted, and I was the son that he didn't want, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like when me and my daddy relationship faded, it's like me and my relationship with like that whole side of the family faded type shit. But like right before he died, we had just started back talking.
Okay.
So it was like me saying that was like, damn, I regretted all the years that we wasn't talking, because I felt like you was like spoiled by my, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you was his favorite type shit. Like he ain't really fuck with me. He wasn't there for me how he was there for you type shit.
Right.
Like I remember one time, like my daddy had came to visit. This the only time he ever came to visit. And he had used like, my mama told him like, no, my mama, baby, my stepdaddy told my mama like, they ain't gotta spend no money on no hotel while they here. They can come stay with us, type shit. Yeah.
Y'all barely have enough room for you guys.
But shit, West Indians just like that.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You'll cram in this bitch. Like, oh God, we gonna cram in this motherfucker. So they came and stayed with us and shit. And he had brought my little brother with him. And I remember one day, goddamn, he had and took the van. He had took us to city trends and shit. And goddamn, he only bought my little brother shit. He ain't buy me shit though, type shit. And then I remember, I think my mama and my stepdaddy got to arguing about that because he took too long with the car.
Right.
And my stepdaddy had to go to work, type shit. So I remember just being like, being in the store and like I was like picking out shit and he wasn't grabbing my shit that I was picking out, but he was grabbing my little brother shit, type shit. And I remember like like being jealous, like being hurt by that type shit.
Right.
So goddamn, I ain't never say shit though, like that, like cause I was too young. So it was kind of like a, you know, when you young and you feel some type of way about something, but you can't say nothing. So it's just like you just eat it.
Right.
So I remember we got home. I remember them arguing and shit, and then I remember my stepdaddy telling my daddy like, "This ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. You good? Like, don't worry about nothing. You didn't do nothing wrong. She was supposed to tell y'all what time I had to go to work," type shit.
Right.
And goddamn, I remember my daddy. We go home. We at home now. Well, we walk in the house because I think my stepdaddy told my daddy that while we was like in the parking lot. Mm-hmm. So we walk in the apartment. We go in the house. I remember my daddy and my mama talking and shit. And then I remember my daddy called me in the room, and he was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm homesick, type shit. He was like, I think I'm gonna leave early.
What?
Type shit. And I remember being like hurt by that too, type shit. And then he left, type shit. And I remember that's when I first started like being like, man, fuck this nigga. Like that was my first feeling of like, and my brother.
Right.
That's when I first started being jealous of my brother. Cause I was like, nah, you ain't seen me in years. You done brought my brother out here and bought him all type shit. You ain't buy me nothing.
Right.
Type shit. So I think that's where that like jealousy like came from, type shit. But I wish I never did that.
You're a child.
With my brother. But I think I couldn't control.
No, you're a child. That's like anything. I mean, if you got two kids and you buy one constantly, the other child will become resentful of the child that you buy everything for. And the child that you don't get anything, he'll resent both, the child and the parent.
Yeah.
So it's a natural reaction, Savage. I mean, that was not something that you could consciously like, you know what, it's okay, you know, blah. That's not how a child minds function.
Yeah.
But it explains why you have the resentment towards your father, and you ended up growing, even though it wasn't your brother's fault, but still he was getting gifts and things that you weren't. Yeah. And so you resented him for getting things that you couldn't get, and you resented the father for giving it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And the opportunity that, you know, you hear people say all the time, Savage, that, you know, make sure you tell someone that you love them. You don't know when it's going to be the last time, or you might not get an opportunity. And here you sit back and like, man,
yeah,
the feelings that I had towards him, what I would give to tell him I love you and I appreciate you, and bro.
Oh God, yeah.
The type of father that you are, I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you want to be everything that your father wasn't.
Facts.
To your son, that your father wasn't to you.
Facts. Yeah. But I kind of understand, like, with my daddy, like, like, I had forgave him for all that shit when I was a child.
Right.
More so, like, the reason why we not talking now is because, like, shit that he did, like, as an adult, that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Right.
But, like, I kind of understand, like, your child in a whole nother country. Like, you ain't rich. Right? But it was just, like...
Time doesn't cost anything, though.
Right. But it was, like, other little things. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like... But now, like, with my kids, I be feeling like I don't be doing all the way my job because of my job.
Right.
Type shit. Mm-hmm. So I be trying to like balance that out, like trying to like, it's like you work to receive, to gain all this success and all the good shit, but it's like, I feel like the best parents, in my opinion, is parents that don't got it all. I feel like broke parents are better than rich parents, in my opinion, because when you broke, you got way more time type shit.
Right.
So you there for like a lot of the shit. Like, yeah, gifts and shit matter, but they don't matter at the same time.
Sometimes all a kid needs is time.
Facts.
Your time.
Facts.
Something that a gift can't replace.
Facts.
We see Yo Gotti lost his brother.
Yeah.
Was at a funeral, and ended up his brother ended up losing his life. Savage, how do we stop that cycle? Because I heard Rick Ross call and say, bro, let's put the guns down. Let's put the masks down. Let's come together.
Yeah.
Let's build these communities. Let's get this paper together. Let's stop this senseless violence. How?
I don't know. I don't think that shit ever would stop. It's just my opinion. Like, people been killing forever.
Mm-hmm.
That shit just life.
But what are they actually killing for?
Nothing. But you can't, there's nothing that you can kill somebody for that validates killing.
You fighting over territory that doesn't belong to you. That block doesn't belong to you. That belongs to the man.
Yeah. But I don't feel like people really fight over blocks no more. Like, I think it'd be like shit that people do to each other.
Right.
Because it's like you could look at it from 2 points of view.
Okay.
When I was younger, I used to look at it from my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm older, it's like I look at it from like an older point of view.
Right.
But when I was younger, it was like, if somebody killed your brother,
mm-hmm.
like, what can stop you from wanting to kill their brother?
You're seeking revenge.
Like, what can stop you from wanting to do that? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, then I'd be like, damn, what give like people the right to say when you can kill? Because it's people who damn near got a license to kill who can go, they can go kill somebody legally. What's the difference? Like, what makes their reason more valid than this young boy who just lost his brother?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't feel like killing will ever stop. Probably the amount and the how it's happening and shit can slow down.
Right.
But I feel like as long as you got life, you got killing.
When did you decide that rap was going to be your way out and you was going to put that behind you? How old were you when you said, you know what? I can do this. I mean, I think 50 was a guy that was in the game, ended up getting shot 9 times, turned his life around. I don't know if 50 is a role model of yours. I think I read somewhere where you said 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah, I liked that music growing up, but I ain't really know much about 3 6 Mafia. Like, I knew about Project Pat, like his story, but I ain't really know about 3 6 Mafia, like, as a whole story.
Right.
50 Cent was 1,000%, like, I looked it up to him growing up too.
Right.
So, like, because he told his story more than, like, a lot of other artists.
Mm-hmm.
He had a movie and all this type of shit. So
right.
I knew his story a little more. Like, I was inspired by his story and shit.
So when did you decide to say, I'm gonna give this rap thing a try?
Like, after I got shot, yeah, that's when I really just started, like, trying to, like, rap for real.
Right.
I had made songs playing around and shit with friends, but that's when I started, like, really, like, putting my money into it and shit like that.
Right. Okay, you meet Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
And so so how did you meet him and how did you guys become such good friends?
I met Metro Boomin through Key. It's an Atlanta rapper named Key.
Mm-hmm.
And I met Key through Man. He a rapper from Atlanta too.
Right.
And Key used to bring me around Sunny Digital.
Nobody had real names, huh? Everybody got Man and Key, Slim, Skinny,
oh God.
Pope.
Oh God, Shay.
Touche.
Right. Goddamn. Key used to bring me around Sunny, and Sunny was the man.
Okay.
And then everybody used to be at Sunny house.
Right.
And then that's how I met Metro.
So you met Metro, he gave you, so did he know you rapped at the time?
I don't think so. He ain't know me.
Right.
But I just walked up on him like, man, I'm savage, bro. I need some beats. I'm finna start rapping. And he fucked around and sent me a couple beats. And I had did like a couple songs on him and he fucked with him. And then we just grew a relationship. And
it took off from there.
Yeah.
Did you think or did you know?
But really, Sunny, my songs with Sunny blew up before my songs with Metro.
Okay.
Type shit.
Okay.
So it was really me and Sunny was locked in. Like, Metro was giving me beats too, but I was doing like projects with Sonny and shit. Sonny was like showing me how to record.
Okay.
Like let me use his house to record and all type of shit. And then me and Metro Group, our relationship while all that was going on type shit. Yeah.
Did you think you could become this?
Cause I remember I used to like, when I had caught my first little song, I remember I used to be sitting at Sonny, I was like, man, when the hell you supposed to start getting show money, bro? Type shit.
Right.
And he used to be like, bro, don't worry, bro, it's gonna come, bro, trust me, bro, like it's gonna come, type shit. I ain't think it'll be like this, nah, hell no. Cause back then it was like, people was blowing up, but I don't know if people was blowing up that big.
Right.
I feel like all the people who this big right now, like we all got there around the same time, type shit.
Right.
Like we ain't had nobody be like what Future back then who was just big like that.
Future says, if Young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. I mean, but you look at your guy, I mean, what is it about Atlanta? You, Future, Tip, Luda, I mean, the East Side, if you in the rap game,
I think
Lil Baby.
Yeah. I think Atlanta's just like a player city, like it's just player, like we just I don't know, we just know how to talk, we know how to walk, dress, talk to women, set trends. It's just it's something in the air. I don't know.
I had T.I. on the podcast. T.I. said, you asked him for $1 million. And he said no, because he said that I would have to take more from you.
Yeah. He was still trying to sign me though. T.I. just cheap as hell.
He gonna try to...
But I did, he sent me an offer.
Right.
And my counter offer was, I want $1 million.
Right.
And he was like, shit, I'm gonna have to take so much from you in return.
Right.
That it ain't even gonna be worth $1 million in the future type shit.
So he actually saved you from yourself.
Facts. Yeah, I look up to T.I. because T.I. one of them niggas, he rich as a motherfucker, but he tight as hell. And that's how he keep that money though.
Right.
He's smart with his money.
You had a platinum album before you signed your first deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you're in a very favorable situation because I mean, it's not necessarily you got to do a bad deal because you already got a platinum album. It's not like a situation you're looking to get signed so you can release an album. You already got the album.
Was it platinum or was it gold?
Gold.
I had
platinum singles.
Yeah, but I had a gold album.
Right.
Yeah.
But you straight.
Yeah, for sure.
So that kept you out of a bad deal.
Yeah. Cause it was like all type of street niggas I was supposed to sign to who had like little labels and shit.
Right.
But some just used to tell me like, man, hell no, I don't take no 30,000, don't take no 50,000.
Right.
Like you worth more than that.
Right. You ended up doing a 70-30 split, right?
Yeah. Yeah. With Epic.
Right.
Yeah, that was my first deal. It was like 70-30, but like they had like a 10% distribution fee or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's your take on streaming? I hear Snoop Dogg say, man, look here, man, them streaming, you stream $1 billion and man, you ain't really making no money. What's your thoughts on streaming?
I think it all depends on how your deal's structured, because it's some money in streaming.
Much money in streaming?
It's just about like how your deal's structured and how much you stream, type shit.
Well, it seemed to me
there gotta be some money in it, because my label be giving me some money.
Okay, I was about to say, because the way you talking like you got a structured deal that you be getting.
They gotta be making money, because they giving me money.
Right.
So it's some money in that shit, some real money in it.
Let me ask you about your catalog. Future sold his catalog, I think he sold it 65, 75 million. Is that something you'd be interested in at some point?
Yeah, probably later on down the line, for sure. Yeah. I only got a couple albums right now, though.
Right. But you gonna stop it on
it depends how much my hustle, how I apply my hustle.
Right.
Cause shit, I might fuck around and invest in something and become a billionaire and be able to pass my catalog down to my kids. Might not even have to sell my catalog.
Right. I'm looking at the XL freshman class, Lil Uzi Vert, Yachty, Kodak. Denzel, Curry, Jim Herbo, David East, Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak, Designer, and you. Boy, y'all hit a lick that year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, y'all hit a lick.
Yeah, for sure. It was some stars on that cover.
Do you ever sit back and like, man, considering what your story of how coming to Atlanta from London or the East Side, your upbringing, there's a lot of things that could have happened that this didn't happen. Do you ever sit back and like, damn, man, this shit, I'm doing Savage, all right.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But I be like, I still gotta keep going though.
You still trying to grind?
Yeah, but I do be like appreciative though. I do sit back and just daydream sometimes, like, damn, this shit could have went this way or this way, type shit.
Right.
So,
you shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all your sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and the best price guaranteed. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. Game Time is the only ticket app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. See the view from your seat before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. All-in prices show you the total up front, so you know exactly when you're getting a great deal before you check out. Buy tickets in 2 seconds with 2 taps. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code SHAY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an app, redeem the code SHAY for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Your new project, American Dream, is projected to have your #1 album. First album in 6 years. How much have you grown since your first album?
I think my sound just changed, like my beat selection, like just talking about deeper things and just like, I feel like I'm just growing up, like I'm a grown up now.
Right.
Shit, I was like a young nigga when I first came out. I was just saying anything type shit.
Right. Samples on the album. How difficult was it to clear the samples for some of the music that you use?
Jan do that, my A&R. She be handling it. She be on top of all that shit. So she ain't really come back to me like nothing was too hard to clear this time, but it do get hard sometimes.
It gets hard because they want to charge more than what you think it's worth, or they just don't want you to sample it.
Some people just don't want you to sample that shit.
Right.
Like one of my songs, like they cleared it for the album, but then when it was time for me to do like commercials or like TV performances, they wouldn't clear it. So it was like, damn, I should have just never cleared it for the album in the first place, because now this song big and
you can't sing.
I can't really do nothing. Everything that I want to do with it.
So why would they let you do it for the album but not let you do it commercially?
I don't know.
Man. Do you ever look and see like, okay, American Dream's supposed to drop, and somebody else like, you know what? Like 3 other artists might be dropping that week. Would you ever move yours up or push yours back? Or you like, hey, may the best man win?
It depends on who dropping. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. If it's somebody too big, I'm gonna get up out their way.
Right.
But I'm gonna normally know that before I even drop. Like I'm gonna know, like, you know, all the labels have like a calendar of what be coming out for the most part.
Right.
But yeah, I get up out somebody's way. But people get up out my way too, though.
Right, they should.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this. Are you the best rapper in that 2016 class?
I feel like I am.
Right.
Yeah, but I feel like everybody in that class should feel like they is too.
Right.
But hell yeah, I feel like I am for sure.
Dark Days song of the album. You would say your gun won't love you back and the block won't hug you back.
That song?
Yeah.
I really was like in the booth, like talking like to like a younger me, a young man in that same situation type shit. Like I was just like telling them like, yeah, this shit might look cool, but in reality, like this the truth. Like this what it really is right here. Like this the real type shit. I was just like talking to him in that way, like, yeah, you could say you love that block, but it don't love you. It ain't gonna hug you back.
Right.
You can stay like hug the block. That's like posting on the block all night. It ain't gonna hug you back. You can love your gun, but your gun ain't never gonna love you back.
Right.
You're gonna lose your friends. After your candlelight, ain't nobody gonna come check on your mama like that. They ain't gonna give her nothing.
Wow.
Like, you feel me? Like, that's just how shit go for real.
You told kids to stay in school, talked about seeing friends take their last breath, talked about crying at night and mamas crying, talked about kids growing up without fathers, said you even thought about suicide. Tell the story that don't want people to live. So what is it about that lifestyle that people find so, not people, but young men, especially a lot of young men of color, find so fascinating?
When you young, you down there get rewarded for dumb shit.
Right.
Like when you young. But it ain't like a real reward, but it's like you get more attention. I say that like when we be growing up, like we don't be getting a lot of attention type shit. Like man, our daddy ain't around, mama always busy type shit. So like when you do bad shit, remember I told you like you get a counselor.
Right.
That was like something cool in school. Like if you had a counselor, like other kids looked at you like you was something type shit. So it's like it just build up and build up and build up type shit. And you just used to getting rewarded for dumb shit. Or not dumb shit, but like bad shit.
Right.
That it just carry on. And then you just, before you know it, you a grown man. And you just stuck in this shit. Type shit.
But you're one of the ones that made it. You got an opportunity to be a grown man, got an opportunity to look back and say, look, made some mistakes, don't make the mistakes that I made.
Yeah.
You one of the few.
Yeah. Blessed.
Very.
I know a lot of people that didn't.
On this album, Young Thug recorded, pre-recorded. Do you still talk to Thug?
Yeah. Not like that though. But
right.
We didn't talk.
The 21 American Dream. You got a story, a movie coming out.
Nah, that was a parody.
Oh, okay. Do you think your story is good enough to be a movie or a documentary? You got a very interesting story, Savage.
Do you think so?
I do. Because it's the American dream. I mean, think about how many people, you hear about this all the time. People migrating to America, and you're an American success story. Not a whole lot of money, very tough upbringing, single parent. I mean, you had love, and you could have gone down this path, and you went down this path for a period of time. But somehow you come back down the straight and narrow, and here we are. American love success stories. Why not?
Yeah, I feel like it could be one day. They'll hate on it now, though.
Why they gonna hate on it?
Because they're gonna be like, what the fuck, 21 Savage deserve a story for a movie by him for what he did.
Right.
You know how they do.
You know what they hate on? Your relationship with Drake. Why people got beef with Drake? What Drake do to anybody?
I don't know.
So, cause you know you gonna get blowback. If you cool with Drake, they hate on him, they gonna hate on you too.
Yeah, I don't know. I fuck with Drake though. Drake, my boy.
Yeah, you sure? I mean, what's not to like about the man? I mean, hell, everything he touched turned to platinum. Damn, gold platinum.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah.
Do you think people are envious of your relationship? Because obviously, it's not like I wouldn't say that he doesn't mess with a whole lot of people, but he seems to have you and he seem to have a very special relationship. And sometimes people get envious of that. They want what you have.
What you feel like a man is if he jealous of how cool two other men are? What you think? What you think that is? What you would look at like that? Like if somebody said, I don't like how Stephen A. fuck with Shannon Sharp. Like how that'll make you feel? What you would look at that like?
That's some hate mass, you know what?
Right.
Because it is, but what you have to understand, and I'm learning this, Savage, is that as you rise, the applause is gonna come, but so is the hate and the criticism. So if you're not willing to accept the applause and the adulation that comes along with the rise, you might as well get off because the hate and the criticism coming.
Yeah.
And that's a part of it. And you just have to accept that. And that can't, the hate and the criticism, it can't drown out the applause and the adulation.
Right. What adulation mean?
applause, the praise, the Grammys, man, Savage, you hear Savage album? Man, F Savage, man, I don't F with that dude like that, man. He ain't like that.
Yeah.
You know that's coming.
Yeah.
But see, everybody, see, as long as you like here and everybody's here with you, we cool, Savage. But now, hold on now. Don't you go here. Because if I can't go here with you, I'm going to start hating on you.
Yeah.
Now, if you get here, now I got to say some stuff that might not even be true.
Right.
Because I don't want people to like you more than they like me.
I ain't never been like that, though.
I know you not, but no, there are a lot of people that are.
Yeah. I wonder why, though. Like, what make you be like that? Like, I always look at it like, shit, that's just like me hating on Drake.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
Right. I look at it like inspiration, like, shit, I'm working.
That's how I look at it. I look at anybody that's done something, well, it's been done once, hell, it can be done again.
Right.
So if Drake there, hell, why can't I get there?
Right.
See, that's how I looked at it when I saw Stephen A. and I see guys that Charles Barkley and things like that. I was like, I'm not hating on them. I was like, I can do that. Let me get on my grind.
Yeah.
But that's not how we are. We're not wired like that.
Right.
And it's sad. The touring aspect. What do you like most about touring and touring with Drake?
Money.
Lots of it come with Drake, huh?
That shit just come, period.
Right.
You reach a certain level. Cause shit, Drake ain't finna pay you nothing that you ain't worth.
Right.
It ain't like he just paying you cause you his friend.
Hell nah.
They paying you your fee.
Man, it made me get thinking I should have started rapping instead of playing football.
Might as well.
Man, I got you one. What a 55-year-old gonna rap about?
Shit, rap about goddamn everything. Everything you going through. It's some 55-year-olds that goddamn can relate. It's a lot. Google how many 55-year-old men it is in the world.
That's a bunch of them.
All right, then.
Nah, you ain't finna get me out there, help me out there.
Jump out there and make a song, man. Get some screaming money, and then tell me if screaming pay or not.
What's it like touring outside the country?
It's different. Cause it's like they love hard.
They might not even speak English, but they can sing every word that you be singing.
Yeah. That shit crazy. I ain't never got love like that before.
Really?
I have, but I think it's just different because they don't see you as often. So they appreciate you more.
Right.
Type shit. Yeah.
So you love going, I mean, it's not like you don't love touring the States, but you love going out of the country because they give you love, like.
But I think it might be different for me because, remember, I couldn't travel for so long. Like, my first time ever performing out the country was a couple months ago. Right. So
because you couldn't leave because of the situation.
Right. So I think it was, like, anticipated for me a lot.
Right.
But shit, every show showed out. They were showing love like a motherfucker, like screaming every song, like songs that I wasn't even expecting them to know. They know every word.
Every word.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Let me ask you this. Would you ever experiment with your sound like Drake did?
Yeah, why not? Once I get to Drake level, you got to be big as hell to experiment.
Yeah.
Because you could experiment and that shit in your career.
Right.
But so you got to have like the leverage to do that.
Right.
Type shit.
But right now, you love the Savage sound right now. That's working right now. It's booming. You sold out. Your album's #1. You go platinum.
I'm just slowly like evolving, like type shit, like piece by piece. Like I ain't finna just jump out the window and just make no whole different shit.
Right.
But I give you like little bits and pieces of it, like, as I go. Type shit.
You like R&B? Would you ever do an R&B album?
With me singing?
Yeah.
Hell nah, man. I had to go get a vocal coach.
Okay.
I love R&B though.
Right.
I listen to that shit more than anything. I don't even listen to rap like that.
Okay, you like R&B? Give me your Mount Rushmore R&B artist. If you got, give me your top 5 R&B artists.
Can they just artists or a group? Can it be either or?
It can be either or. It's your list.
All right. Mount Rushmore ain't in order neither.
No. Now Mount Rushmore is only 4, but I'm gonna make it easier. I'm gonna let you get 5. I'm gonna let you get 5.
All right. Usher.
Okay.
I love SWV.
Okay.
Beyonce.
Okay.
The Boy Who in Jail.
R. Kelly.
And Five tough, man. Number 5 tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I love Monica.
Okay.
But then, like, you got Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
You got goddamn, cause the Isley Brothers got some shit.
For sure.
There's so many other ones, but them probably who I listen to the most.
Right.
What your Mount Rushmore be?
R&B? Well, Usher, that definitely got to be on there. Usher. For me, I would say Usher, Mary J. Man.
James Brown.
I would probably know.
That's soul.
Marvin Gaye.
James Brown, soul, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him in R&B.
Who?
James Brown.
No, I wouldn't either. No. Probably Marvin Gaye. I guess for me, I love Luther, but you can't go wrong with Kenny Lattimore either.
I don't know Kenny Lattimore.
Yeah, he a little bit before your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know Luther, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross.
Yeah.
For sure.
So would you let's just say you want to do an R&B album. Who's the, and you can't pick Beyonce.
Why I can't pick?
Nah, hell nah, because I know you gonna pick Beyonce. You can't pick Beyonce. Who jumping on the track with you?
Just one person?
Yeah.
For the whole album?
You know what? I'm gonna let you do feature. You can have as many you want. I'll let you have Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Usher gonna do a track. Beyonce gonna do a track.
Beyonce gonna do another track. That's 2. I'm gonna just get two
right
from Beyonce. Summer Walker.
Okay.
That girl, she hard as a motherfucker. Coco Jones.
Okay.
Her.
Okay, I like her.
I'm gonna go get Avant, wherever he at.
You right.
We're gonna go get Avant. We're gonna get the boy Joe.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna see what Joe at.
Well, you might want to put, if you gonna get, what about KC and JoJo? You gonna put them on your R&B?
They be singing still?
They still say.
Yeah, Casey and JoJo. I'm gonna go get Jagged Edge.
Man, you going way, man.
I'm gonna bring them back together. I'm gonna go get SWV. Okay. To come back out. I love Cut Close. If they still somewhere singing, I get Cut Close. I get Selmo 2 to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna have all type of shit on my shit.
Right.
I'd probably make the hardest collaboration R&B album of all time. If I could just get all them artists.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you a lot, though.
Shit, it's all right. We're gonna stream.
How did it feel to help J. Cole win his Grammy?
I think we helped each other. I don't think I just helped him. I think we helped each other. It felt good. Shit, that was my first Grammy, too.
Right.
It ain't like I just had 10 Grammys and I just gave him a Grammy.
Right.
We won that motherfucker at the same time.
Right.
I wouldn't have got it without him.
Right. So what was that feeling like? You're sitting in there, you get nominated. Obviously, it's a huge accomplishment just to get nominated. Everybody say, oh, I don't even care if I win, as long as I'm nominated, bull jive. You're nominated, you want to win. Okay, so you sitting there, and the Grammy 4 goes to, and they call J. Cole 21 Savage. What goes through your mind?
I was sad that day, because that was the day Kobe died.
Oh, right.
So I was kind of sad that day. And then, my award wasn't announced in the Grammys. I knew I won it before we got there.
Oh, that's anticlimactic.
It was like one of them, pre-announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear my...
I want to get up and
walk on stage. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, God. But that was the day Kobe died. So it was kind of bittersweet.
So when you do a collab with J. Cole?
Yeah, for sure.
It seems like look, you're one of these artists that, hey, you collab Offset, J. Cole, Drake. You don't seem to have no beef with none of the artists.
Cause I feel like life is bigger than that type shit. I feel like we are blessed to be in these predicaments and positions and shit. Because I feel like we'll be doing the people an injustice by not giving them that.
Right.
Type shit. Like back in the day, you don't remember everybody used to be in everybody video. it was more like unity, like because we was all coming from. We spoiled now.
Right.
Artists today is spoiled because of how far music has went.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, it was like it was harder to get on.
Right.
So they was more appreciative. By the time they started getting their shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they all stuck together a little more. Yeah, we had that. That's why I feel like beefs was so big back then.
Right.
Because it was like more rare. Now like everybody beefing.
Got everybody beefing.
So type shit.
But are they really beefing, or they try to get some publicity?
It be half and half.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on. I got a tough one for you right now. Give me your top 5 Atlanta rappers.
Without me.
Without you.
I'm gonna go Future.
Okay.
T.I.
Okay.
Gucci. Outkast. And Young Thug.
Okay. I'm sorry, Luda, Jeezy. Y'all made my top 5, but that's
Damn.
Migos, Thug, yada, yeah. Baby, I'm sorry.
See, you can't do no Atlanta top 5.
You can.
You gotta do Atlanta top 20.
No.
We got too many greats.
Nah, because I have to let you put everybody up in there. So when they see this, hey.
I like my 5. Them niggas ain't gonna put me in their top 5 anyway. So.
They might.
Hell nah. They gonna say current or all time.
So what type of influence did Gucci have on you? You say you saw Gucci at Miss Wiener's very, very early on.
I'm gonna keep it real. Like, growing up on the east side, bro, Gucci made me hate Young Jeezy as a child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they had good, they had
yeah, like, I used to really be like, man, fuck Jeezy.
Right.
I'm from the east side, nigga. Gucci type shit. Oh God, Gucci had a big impact. Like,
right.
Gucci was the one, like, and he was like, he put that shit on the map, like, let it be known, like,
right.
The east side type shit.
Are you big into gifts? Do you buy other? I saw Drake bought Thug or Ferrari. Are you big into buying other artists' gifts that jump on your album and it blow it up?
Yeah, we be buying. I done bought Drake some shit. He done bought me some shit. I done bought Thug shit. He bought me shit. Like people that I fuck with,
right?
Metro,
right?
I just don't do shit for the internet,
right?
So like.
You do stuff and don't nobody know about it.
Yeah, but a nigga might have a chain on that I bought him.
Right.
But you would never know.
Right.
Because I ain't finna like, be like, right. Bro. Like, type shit.
Were you old enough to remember Freak Nick?
Yeah.
Freak Nick was like that, wasn't it?
I don't remember being there. I just remember traffic. Like, can't go nowhere.
Nope.
Type shit.
It was real nice though.
But you gotta come to my free. I've been throwing Freak Nick too.
But you threw what? Hold on, what time? What really going on?
On my birthday.
When is this?
October.
Ah man.
We had like how many people was out there? Like 7,000 people. Yeah. All downtown at the underground. We had Uncle Luke perform.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them days. You see what I told you? See, after you get 55, you just get on up out the way. You know, I had my time in my early 20s, in my late 20s, early 30s. Yeah. I had my time with Freak Nick. You missed it. It was real nice.
For real?
Oh, man. Let me stop. I ain't gonna say that. It was all right. Nah. Everybody be talking about, teeth. What's going on, me? You spend a lot. You spend good. I mean, now you savage. You gonna be in front of the camera. You rapping. You gotta have your grill right.
Yeah, for sure.
How many bands you put in there?
Like 85.
See,
I had to go get them right.
You get it right. Yeah, you're supposed to though.
Yeah. Not the composite shit.
No, that's that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You got that porcelain.
Yeah. You got it
too. Grills, no grills. I want to get to this. Dating publicly. Would you ever date publicly again?
Yeah, probably.
You would?
Would you?
No.
Why?
Because I believe if you date publicly, you have to break up publicly. And you have to deal with your issue publicly.
Yeah.
If you date privately, you can break up privately and deal with any issues you may have privately.
Damn, I never thought about it. Like, you just taught me something.
That's just me. I mean, to each his own. I mean, some people like that. My relationship is not for public consumption.
Right.
Because sometimes I think people start to try to live and try to play out their relationship for the public.
Yeah.
And do things, oh, you see what they did? They on this vacation. Now, if I go on vacation, it's just me and you. I ain't trying to do anything for the gram or the net.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if I don't, all that, like, when you go out to eat, and you women got to take pictures. Ooh, let me take a picture of the food. Come on, man, stop it.
Yeah, oh God.
So that's where I'm at with that. But that's to each his own.
Yeah.
But you could be. I mean, if your lady says, okay, you know, Savage, hey,
you might just change my mind. Oh God. You might just change my mind because you got to break up publicly. But what if you never break up? Have you ever been in a relationship that you felt like, I don't think we ever gonna break up?
Hell, all the relationships that you be in, you be thinking that at the time. I don't think anybody get in a relationship thinking like, oh man, this is gonna end tomorrow. you think it's gonna last forever.
Oh God.
But I just think the thing is that sometimes, you know, man, the internet, man.
Yeah.
Then people start surmising what's going on. Oh, he don't love her like that. She don't love him. She for the street. He for the street. And it start to play. I mean, you get inundated with that, Savage, man. You hear that enough, and it just
it'll take a toll on you.
It does. It does. Your tattoos. How old when you got your first tattoo?
13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
I had got my mama name though.
All right.
So she couldn't.
So you were cool with that. So how old when you first got your face tat? Your first face tat, how old were you?
16.
She didn't like that.
17. Yeah, she didn't like it. 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what was it? The cross?
It was 21.
Okay.
And then that next year, my big brother Larry, that was like Johnny's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
He had got killed. Him and his mama got killed together.
Wow.
And I had got R.I.P. Larry because me and Larry went and got 21 together.
Right.
So I had went and got R.I.P. Larry around it. That was my second face tattoo.
Right. What does being a father mean to you?
Everything. It's just like, I feel like that's where your legacy count the most.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think of like all the legends, you be like, damn, I wonder what they son doing, what their kids look like. Like that's who carry on, like
that's
everything.
Your name, that's your lineage.
Yeah, I feel like it means everything.
And you're trying to be everything that your father was to you.
Yeah, facts.
Do you is it just second nature, or you make a conscious, or you like, yeah, my dad wouldn't do this, so I'm gonna do that.
Hell no, I don't do that.
It's just second nature.
It's just second nature. I don't even think it's like I don't even think of me and my daddy relationship when I think of like my kids.
Really?
It's just what comes natural to me.
Do you always want to be a parent? Did you always want to be a father?
Yeah. I always wanted to have kids. I feel like what did you really do it for if you don't have no kids?
Right.
Like what was all of this for? You just gonna die and then what? That's the end of you. Ain't nothing else to go on, like type shit. Like how I look at like Bronny and shit, or like Kenya Martin Jr. or like Carmelo's son. It's like that's what it's about. Type shit. Like, oh God.
You want what if your son say, Dad, you know I want to be a rapper too?
I'm gonna try and find something else, but if that's his passion,
right?
Shit, we're gonna do it the right way.
Right. When people say rap is declining, your answer is?
My show price is going up.
So it ain't declining.
It can't be declining. Shit, my shit going up.
Right.
I just did the most streams in a day of my career, the biggest solo streams of my career.
Wow.
So it can't be declining. But I don't know though.
Right. What's 21 Savage's goal for 24? We early in 24. We January. So what can we expect? What's your goals for 24?
I just want to like level up with everything that I'm doing, like better show. I feel like everybody loved the album already. Like, spend more time with my kids and my people. Like, I want to go back to London more often and shit. And just like...
Now that you can travel, that's something that you want to do.
Yeah, like traveling and just starting new ventures and shit and business and shit. Just growing up.
Right.
Doing grown stuff.
21 Savage, ladies and gentlemen.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Who do you think cheat more, men or women?
Men stupid.
Yeah.
If men knew how much women cheat, they'll stop cheating. She did some things to him she'll never do to you.
What? Oh, man.
Oh, you didn't know that?
She did, and I already know what she did to me. She doing more than him.
What she did to you ain't nothing. Cause she more free with him. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and see code Shannon. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code Shannon. The crown is yours. Hello, welcome to another edition of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. The guy that's stopping by for conversation and drink today is from a very small town in Georgia to mainstream superstar. One of the fastest rising stars in the United States. He's one of the most in-demand touring comedians in the country. A well-known actor, entertainer, talented stand-up comedian, a master storyteller, successful author, a viral social media star, content creator, producer, internet entrepreneur, and boss. Help is on the way. My homeboy, Country Wayne.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
From a small town, Millen, Georgia.
Millen, Georgia.
Has anybody, when you meet anybody, do anybody know where Millen, Georgia is besides me?
Oh, you know where Millen, Georgia?
I'm from Glenville, Georgia.
Okay. Oh, hold up. You from Glenville?
I'm from Glenville.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Jenkins County. I think that's
Jenkins County, yep.
I don't know if we played y'all. I think y'all were Class A. I was very, very small school.
Yeah, 1A.
Yes.
Small.
In between, if I'm not mistaken, like Statesboro and Augusta.
Yep, Statesboro and Augusta.
Yeah, y'all were there in like Scribbin County, like that's amazing.
Yep.
Yes, I used to.
Well, you're a country boy.
Yeah. We go. So how you been, man?
I've been good, brother.
Good?
I've been good.
Really good. You better than good.
Oh, yeah. Everything, things good, man. Hey, we're above the water.
We're above the water. Well, I know you don't drink. You say you didn't want none of that truth serum, so you got some water.
Yeah, I want whatever you had. Boy, you got
all the best, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right here, right there, had you right.
Yeah, I know. That's something different. That's number one in the country, right? Whatever that is right now, what? That's it.
That's that real stuff. This is my own. Shea by Laportier. So make sure you go and get your bottle. When I was doing my research, man, I want to know if this is true. 10 kids.
Oh, yeah.
5 baby mamas.
Yeah.
The kids age and range from 7 to 22.
No.
You got some younger than 7?
No, 18. 2 to 18.
2 to 18.
2 to 18.
So, hold on. First kid in high school is 17. Second at 18. Third at 19.
Yeah.
Having kids in high school. How you do your homework and be a dad at the same time?
It was crazy. Like, I kind of stopped doing work. Yeah, I'm glad I graduated high school at 8. But, I had kind of gave up, man. Once I had those kids, I had gave up on my dream. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give all my life to my kids.
So what did you want to be?
What I want to be a rapper at first.
Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of gave up on it. I wanted to be in the entertainment business, but you know, when you had them kids, I was keeping it real. I'm like, man, that's over with. I done messed up too much.
Right.
Cause from the age of 14 to 22, I had so many women during that time and stuff like that. I was like, all right, this is my punishment.
So were this in Millen?
Yeah, Millen and Statesboro, Georgia.
So they had to like know each other. A couple of them had to know each other.
Yeah, all of them know each other.
God, come on, Wayne. How you pull that off?
Man, we're in a small town. We ain't too many.
Well, I mean, you could have went to Augusta. You could have.
Yeah, we went. It was a few in Augusta. But them boys in Augusta don't play by their girls. Nah.
So when you tell your mom, you sit down, you tell your mom.
Now my mom, she passed away when I was 11.
Okay, so your grandmother raised you?
Yeah, kind of. But I was kind of out there a little bit.
So, okay.
I was a free kid. Like, I'm that kid. I ain't got no curfew or nothing. Like, you know, I was staying with the people, my cousins on my dad's side.
Right.
But you know, I ain't have no restrictions. I just made sure I did my work though.
Right.
I made sure I did my work, played sports, but I was kind of free.
Had your mom been alive, or if your dad been in a situation, do you think that would have occurred? Or if you had someone to sit down and say, come, okay, well, you got one. You know, that first one is a slip up, is a mistake.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, son, you're still in high school now. You still got your whole life ahead of you. Let's try not to make this mistake again.
Nah, if my mom was here, that wouldn't happen. All that wouldn't happen because she would, first of all, some of the situations I went with them baby mamas, my mom would have cussed them out anyway, so we would have been cut off. So, you know, my mom would have kind of had a little different restriction on it. I wouldn't have been so loose, for real.
You had kids like 4 days apart.
Yeah, hold up. Yup. Like 2 weeks apart.
2 weeks apart.
Mm-hmm.
So
they got a birthday party coming up together.
Together?
Coming up. Yeah, they chilly together. They close.
Wow. How did you... Before I go, how did you manage to, because it seems to me, and I've seen a couple of interviews before, is that it's like a little family. Like, y'all cool. That, hey, I know you, I know you, you know me. Hey, we all in this thing together. Let's make it work.
Yeah, it take a lot of money. It take a lot of money to build that village, boy. It take, you know, I realized that's what it took. It was a certain amount of money to finally get them baby mamas.
Right.
To be like, all right. So it was a certain amount of money that I had to really, okay, let me make sure you straight for real. Not just a kid. You got a house, you got a car, you got a house, you got a car, and put everybody on the same level, kind of. And they all just, hey man,
So there wasn't a competition, because sometimes, okay, if she gets $5 or $100 more, well, I got to go back because I can't let her get more than me.
Yeah.
I can't let her have more than me. You gave her a car, I need a car. If you helping her with her rent and mortgage, you need to help me too.
Yep.
So you taking all that out of it.
Taking all that out.
You got this, she got this, she got this, she got this, everybody equal, let's be happy.
Let's get it. Yep.
So when you had the kids 2 weeks apart, so how you go back up there and the nurses see you? They just saw you 2 weeks ago in here with a baby.
Yeah, they judge me with their eyes. You know, I got to look through the glass again. They just see me. But I'm trying to block my face. You was here? I'm like, yeah, don't judge me. Please. You left something? Yeah, another baby. So, you know, it was a small town. Everybody knew, so. Yeah.
Right. So the majority of the women are from Millen and Statesboro.
Yeah, Millen and Statesboro. My last mother with kids, she from Kansas City. So, Millen and Statesboro.
You done with kids?
Oh, yeah, I'm done now, yeah.
Because I thought, you know, you have a dance off, you have a sing off. People were thinking you and Nick Cannon was having a kid off.
I know. Hey, see, Nick Cannon made a story. He had a lot of kids after the money.
Right.
I had some in the street, so I got away some years.
Right.
With the, you know, the regular life.
Right.
But yeah, I had a lot of kids. I had 7 kids by the time I was 22. So.
You have them by 22?
Yeah. So 3 of them came. You know, I'm 36 now, so between 22 and 36, last 14 years, I had 3 kids.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should. I mean, did you lay down at night like, man, I'm 17-year-old, I got a kid. Damn, I'm 18, I got another one.
Yeah.
I'm 19, got another one. Like, damn.
Yeah. I went to the Army the first one. I went to basic training, but I ain't go back to AIT. But I went to basic training.
What do you thought basic training was gonna do?
No, I had to go.
You had to go
find a job immediately. So going to 12th grade, I went to basic training. On the way to 12th grade, that summer they let you go to basic training. But yeah, I was just like, man, when I had my first son, I was like, all right. And then me and the mother of my kids, their mother, my first kid's mother, me and her graduated together. And my last name Coley, her last name Cooper. So we sit beside each other. And I looked at her. I said, have your period came on? She was like, nope. I like, dog, at least I'm about to graduate. So she was pregnant with my other son.
Right.
While we was graduating. So that was 2.
Right.
And then it just kept on rolling after that. It just kept on rolling.
You know what? To understand, like, you know what? Even though your dream was to be a rapper, you understood that you had a responsibility at that point in time. So I've got to put what I really want to do on hold to make sure that the responsibility that I created is taken care of.
Yeah, I gave up. I tell people I gave my dream away for my kids, and God gave it right back to me. I feel like God was like, since you showed that you was willing,
right,
I give it back to you. Because I gave up. I'm like, ain't no way. I wasn't, man. I had a job. I worked at a Southern company, and then I got in the streets, you know, because that child support started.
Yeah, working at the Southern company ain't gonna cut it.
Nah.
Not with that many kids.
Nah, it was, boy, that child support check, when they finally took child support out, me and my partner Devin was walking, and I stopped, because this one you can see checks.
Oh, they garnished you?
Yeah, they garnished. I say, he was like, what's wrong? I said, man, I don't think I can afford to take another step. It's over. Man, I do not work at no power plant. I work at the Dollar Tree. Man, you see that money coming out, ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
So you says, okay, now, let me ask you a question. There are not a whole lot of celebrities. I think Future, I don't know if you're cool with Future. I mean, obviously Nick Cannon, that's kind of like you're saying, because he's a comedian and things of that nature. Do you talk to other celebrities? Have you talked to other celebrities that have a large number of kids?
Me and T.I. talk, but he ain't got many as me. But, man, to be honest, man, once you get everything right in life, I spend a lot of time with my kids.
Right.
My kids stay right around. I catch every one of my son games. Got a son in college balling right now. My daughter's dance. My daughter's cheerlead. We spend a lot of time together, but they all pretty much family men, especially T.I. They be around their kids as much as they can. That's the only one I really talk to.
Right. So did you put yourself on child support? When did you come to the conclusion and says, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this for you, and so because sometimes the attorneys get expensive.
Yeah.
They get real expensive. So you try to settle this before it get to that point.
Yeah, I did that. I put myself on child support, but man, that child support, that ain't the problem. They really need more. You find out they need more than that.
Right.
It costs a lot to really raise those kids for real, man. They asking that mama every day. So I just came to the realization, because I was that child.
Right.
That my dad to drop off some money, but that ain't enough.
Right.
So, I just, man, you know what? I always just gave him the paper. I get me some more money, man.
Right.
But you can't buy peace. So I'm like, get that money. I get more of that.
Right.
But I need my peace.
So how much to take care of your monthly expenses just with the kids and the kids' mom?
Just with the kids and just with the kids.
Not your expenses, not with you, because you got to live also. But you got to make sure they straight.
Okay.
So what's that expense?
Okay, not count my family or nothing.
Not counting your family, just the kids and the kids' mom.
Just with them, probably 100. You know what I'm saying? Just with the baby mamas, not count my family, and not count me. That's about 100. About 100 a month.
So, but if you throw your family in there and throw you in there, that's probably another 100 on top of that.
That 200. It's 200 with 100. Hold up. No, it's 300 with me. It's 300. It's 200 and 100 for me. You know what I mean? It's 200 for my family, my kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I write my brother a check for $160 a month to pay everybody. And then the credit, they spend about 40 money on their credit card. It's 200 a month just for family and kids, baby mamas.
So that's why you on the road all the time. That's why you don't get no break. You got to work.
Yeah, but see, a lot of that in that 200 too, man, that's family working too, because my brother working.
Yeah, because you told me your brother, some of your kids help.
Yeah, so by out of that 200, like my sisters work with me, out of that 200 real work, probably about 50 of that work.
Okay.
50, 60 of that, but I thank God I made way over that, just being real.
How did you determine that, you know what, I'm going to put my family, because a lot of times, we get in this position, our family don't work, we just give them free money. But you decided to put your family, you want some money, you got to work.
Yeah. Taxes. Taxes like about 1099s. And now, everybody get a 1099 too. So
Right.
That's the part people don't know.
Right.
But you put them to work, because it's like when you reach a certain amount of money and you start realizing how the tax game go, you like, hold up.
Oh, that's 50%. You only get half.
so-
whatever they see 10 million, count 5 million.
Yeah, so only thing is a 100% write-off is a person.
Right.
So, okay, if my sister worked for me and I give her a 10 piece a month,
Right.
I'm really giving her 5.
Right.
You know, because I won't have to get that to somebody anyway.
Correct.
So you train the people around you, and when the people around you start growing and learning, man, my money kept going up because everybody around me skilled now.
Right.
And you know, the paper coming in I can't even count it no more.
Man. So how did you get to the point that says, you know what? Baby mama straight, the kids are straight, my family is straight. Now I gotta focus on what I need to do.
Yeah, I just felt like, because every time I got some money, I was like, I don't feel right unless my sisters and my family, you know, I feel lonely. I'm like, man, they got to be straight. I can't just be visiting them. So I didn't feel like I could focus on my real goal until I got them to a certain level, at every level I got.
Okay.
And that's what made me focus more on the goal, because now I'm like, I'm focused now because I can take care of my family. I got some, and I got enough to invest in my dream. So now I'm really focused because I ain't got that guilt of looking at my sister who came out my mama like, dang, what sis doing bad over there? You know what I'm saying? Because your love in your heart, you can't ignore it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't ignore it.
So when you start to date, so how soon before you start to date, when you're dating someone, do you start to take on some of their responsibility, if not all of their responsibility?
Man, I don't date no more like that. Like, if I meet a person and I like them, we come to agreement then. If I like them enough, okay, you're gonna be around in my life for a long time. Let me figure out this off the rip. Cause I know I'm gonna run into this anyway.
Right.
So I kinda already have it in my mind when I meet a person.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you but because at this juncture now, you know, people like, well, hey, he done, you know, he got this. I might can catch him slipping. I might can get me one.
No, you can't catch me slipping because I already slipped. I've been slipped in high school. So that's why I tell everybody, a lot of people, you know, you can't catch me slipping because I already slipped, because you're going to slip in life anyway.
Right.
But I slipped so early, I don't fail so many times, man. My shoes got grip now.
Yeah, you got
You can't slip. You can't slip a slipper.
Right.
Mm-mm.
But that's an unbelievable country that you have been, the situation that you're in is less than ideal, especially at the time. Now you wouldn't trade anything for the kids that you have.
For sure.
That you've been able to that all these people have been able to come together for the common goal, and you've helped them realize that the most important thing is a kid.
Yeah.
All this bickering, because at the end of the day, I need to be at peace because I need to go get this paper.
I gotta go get this paper. And I tell them that, man, they got grown. There used to be a lot of drama, windows bust out, baby, this baby mama mad at this. I went through all that, but now it's to the point, man, I got to admit, those ladies put all that aside for those kids.
Right.
And those kids, they ready to get that paper. Like my son, he helped build my online business.
Right.
Because I had him in my skits and build storylines around him. So, man, he helped his daddy build, you know what I'm saying, build his business from the ground. And, man, it's love now, man. But I went through it.
It's tough though.
Yeah, it's tough to get to that point.
It's tough in the beginning.
It's tough in the beginning because don't nobody understand that everybody's problem is your problem, and when you got money, they don't understand.
Right.
But so I opened up and share a lot of business with them,
right,
so they can understand what's going on. And to be honest, they went from sitting on their ASS to switching that word around. Now they're asset.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Wow, that's unbelievable. Let me ask you this: when you date, are the women you date, are they cool with baby mama and vice versa?
Well, the last relationship I was in, nah, they weren't cool. Cause they don't never really meet the baby mama. I haven't brought nobody new around. I only been in 3 relationships. My high school sweetheart.
What you mean high school sweetheart? You got like 5 baby mamas in high school.
No, I got 1 baby mama in high school. The other one came when I was 20.
Okay.
So high school sweetheart. Okay. Yeah, I did deal with one of my baby moms for 6 months. We was together for 6 months. And then my ex-wife. And then my last relationship. So I only been in 4 real relationships.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But they cool. So let me ask you a question. So what about the kids? When you start dating, do you bring them around the kids, or do you?
Not my last relationship. I didn't. So I haven't been in other relationships besides the mothers of my kids. Right. I only been in 1 relationship outside the mother of my kids, and she never met any of my kids.
Okay. So you was able to keep that. So how is it dating? You're a very public figure now. Ain't no more secrecy like you could do in high school and like you could do early on in life. You could be over here, do that right here, go back over there, and do that right there. Ain't no more of that, country way. Ain't no more of that, bro.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, but shoot me, hey man, if I like a person, we kicking it. And if you with all that publicity and trying to get that sauce or whatever, I ain't with that. So, because if we like each other, we like each other. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you really into each other like that, we could go public. But I really ain't, man. I'm really focused.
But you know the thing is, women, some women, not all, some, not all, like what you hiding. You don't want people to know that you got somebody so you can still do this over here.
Yeah. That's real. That's real. But nah, with me, to be honest, I made a living, I made a movement off my storyline.
Right.
And I be in relationships with my storyline.
Okay.
So a lot of reasons be like, man, okay, I don't want to be in a public relationship because it mess up my storyline.
Correct.
It makes that more real, even though it's a storyline.
Right.
What I do online, so I came up with a conscious decision. Man, I'm not letting nothing get in the way of my paper.
Correct.
So it's business. It's a business reason why I do it. I'm like, man, we can't be. What's that's gonna benefit me? Just being in public with somebody I ain't.
Yeah, dating in public don't make me no money.
Nah, it don't make me no money. So what we really, if we really like each other, because as soon as we get the public involved, it's gonna. You not. Are you gonna be able to handle what's about to come with this?
Right.
And I'm like, now they triggering you because they bringing up my past relationships. They bringing up the kids.
Yeah.
As long as we happy and we in private, you cool. But I already know what come with that. So I'm like, it's going to, anything that get in the way of my money.
You ain't about that.
Nah, I ain't about that.
I look at it like this here. You tell me if I'm right or wrong or you agree to some extent. I believe if you date privately, you can break up privately. And if you have issues, you can deal with them privately.
Yeah.
But if you date publicly, you got to break up publicly and you got to deal with that publicly.
Exactly. And sometimes that get bigger than what you're doing.
Right.
And that don't sell tickets, that don't make money. It seems like it do. It's clout, but it ain't money. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, nah, that ain't worth it.
What type of woman piques Country Wayne's interest?
Somebody who can cook some vegan food. Are
you vegan?
Yeah, I'm vegan. So.
Man, your country ass vegan. Man, you ain't possum, squirrel, raccoon.
Exactly. That's why I'm vegan, because I don't eat everything. I don't eat the rabbit, I don't eat the pig, the orc off the pig, everything. Yeah. So now, man, I've been vegan for years, and I really realized, what do I really like? Because I talk to girls, and I'm like, man, I got to eat, man. I be hungry.
Right.
So I'm like,
yeah, because you ain't eating no but grass and mushrooms.
Yeah, so
you gonna be hungry.
That's what turned me on at this point. You know what I'm saying? She, I love a bad one. I keep me a bad one now.
You keep a bad one?
Yeah, I always had the bad one since I was before.
Right.
Yeah.
Can the bad one cook vegan food?
No, them bad ones think they just bad enough. Hey, I'm hungry. you twerking and looking at them, twerking with a pot. I'm hungry. Ain't nothing you think you doing. Waking me up in the morning, trying to dress with the tight pants, baby, I'm hungry. Ain't nothing you doing right now really turning me on.
Right.
Turn on the stove. I'm hungry. You can remember I get a ring.
Right.
You turn that stove on?
Right.
Come on, man. I'm a country boy. So it's really, man, I be hungry, man.
But
I tell every woman in my past, they are, I loved you. No, you didn't. Because if you love me enough, you know, most women, especially in my new relationship,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't work to learn that simple thing. Every woman know I like to eat.
But is vegan food easily cooking? Is it something easily learned? It's like, man, that's other food. They be cooking that.
If you love somebody, you'll learn. Like I learned to do a lot.
Right.
My relationship, I learned to figure out how to take care and do what I need.
A village.
Yeah. I learned how to build a village.
Right.
I ain't have no knowledge of that growing up. Correct. I ain't know that go like that.
Right.
But man, when you love somebody, you'll learn.
So it seems like you're looking for an old school value woman. Cook.
Yeah.
Does she
clean.
Cook and clean.
Cook and clean.
God damn.
And she ain't got to do it. Cause but just be the
receptive
chief,
enough to do
the chief over, cause you know what I'm saying, over the operation.
Right.
Even if you get somebody to do those things, be detailed about that.
Right. But we can't have the house messy, or we can't have the lady's not coming, whoever's not coming to clean the house. Okay, baby, you go and pick that up.
Every relationship I was in, that's the only thing I complain about. If something, I don't care. Listen, man, I don't care if I ain't never smoked a drink. I don't care if you smoke a drink. That's your body.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But this house got to be clean.
See,
I grew up like that.
Maybe that's a country thing. It gotta be.
It gotta be clean. To be honest, you beautiful. You beautiful, boy. I ain't staying. so after we get with each other and spend some time, and you be like, why you ain't never? I stayed in my house by myself. Me and my son. My house is immaculate. It's clean. Right. My kids got a room there, and I even tell them sometimes, man, you finna go to your mama house.
Yeah.
If y'all don't clean this room, so I believe in a clean house.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Natural or BBL?
Oh, I like that natural. Shoot, I got a girl out, man. She got BBL. She showed me the pictures, and I paid for it. I'm like,
You pay for the BBL?
yeah, I paid for it.
But damn, you don't like BBLs, but you paying for it
Because that's what they like. So if you think you need that, I'm not finna argue with you. Because then if I argue with you and convince you not to do it, it's still gonna be in the back of your mind.
Right. So you pay for breast augmentation?
I prayed for it. If that would make you, and then when you get it, I'm why we don't talk no more, man?
Country Wayne.
It's too hard, man. I can't feel the bone no more. It was like, I like you like that.
You do realize, my grandpa used to say, boy, you gotta be careful fattening frogs for another snake to eat.
Yeah, they can eat it. Yeah, plenty of food out there. Please. But there's plenty of times I've been saying, somebody, please come get them.
You don't think the car don't care if somebody else driving?
Man, that's money. We get more money. I can't get time back. Time is the most valuable thing.
Give me your idea. If somebody were to say, okay, Country Wayne, give me everything that you really want in a woman to be by your side. Let's just say you're looking for a wife. Give me some of the attributes, some of the traits. What must she have, and what can she do to make sure she's with Country Wayne moving forward?
Love herself more than she loves me. I want a woman who's so involved in herself that she become better every day.
Okay.
And make herself happy.
Okay.
That's what I want. Because I tell a woman, man, and it ain't even a woman. It's with your kids, relationships, business. You cannot give nobody more than what you got in you. If you think you are, you pulling from somewhere else in you and that's what called stress. That's what called anxiety because you're stretching the rope too hard.
Right.
Man, if you work on you enough, you're going to be alert on other things.
Right.
So I just, it's like finding greatness in yourself. When you great, you see the greatness in everybody. Like when people ask me about comedians, I tell people, man, all comedians funny. I never met a comedian who wasn't funny to me.
Right.
Now, it might be to a different crowd or whatever, but so when I meet a woman, man, love you. I'm going to help you and love you more. Whatever you need to help yourself. So that means you might just drink more water. Mm-hmm. I tell, come on, now you at least drink water. Now, if you ain't drunk enough water during the day.
Right.
That's easy to do.
Correct.
Now, I understand some things you can't do. You might got trauma, but water.
Right. You can get that.
That's 99% of the problem.
Right.
Because if you don't got water, you're going to be dehydrated. And you're going to get dehydrated thoughts. And whatever you come up with ain't going to last because it's dehydrated. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, man, I want a woman to love herself, man.
So in other words, you don't want to be a hype man. You don't want to have to constantly tell a woman how beautiful she looks, how fine she is, how intellectually she is.
I want her to come tell me I know who I am. So if you want to go over there, that's your loss. And show me that. I want somebody to really believe that.
Believe in themselves.
Because I believe in myself like that.
Correct.
And because I know when you love yourself, nobody really can't tell you nothing.
Right.
You don't care about what people say. When you truly love yourself, nothing triggers you. Like, man, people never see me really say nothing online, nothing, because I don't care. If people knew how much I didn't care, not a little bit, because I love Wayne.
Right.
I love Wayne.
Right.
Yeah.
So is that one of the biggest things women, you think women should care more about themselves, love themselves more? As opposed to trying to please the man?
Yeah, because you're going to give him all of your love and he's going to run away with it. Because you got to fill you up first. Mm-hmm. When you fill you up, trust me, man, when you do touch him, with everything you touch, going to feel that energy. So it's like you got to fill yourself up.
I don't even know where to go with this one because I already know what you're going to say about gifts. Because you buy BBLs and breast augmentations. I mean, so I already know you hit them up with a car or something if you really like them.
Oh, no, I ain't that type. I haven't gave no woman more than I gave the mothers of my kids.
Okay.
Now, my mothers of my kids don't got cars and stuff, but I'm the type of person, man, I'm not going to take you on no trip if your brakes scrubbing. We going to get them brakes fixed first.
We gonna get the brakes fixed first.
If I know you got a bad tooth back here, we ain't just keep putting the oil in jail. Before we go do anything, we going to the dentist. So I'm going to prioritize the gift.
Oh, you fix them up? You gonna fix them up?
Yeah.
You gonna fix them up, man? Okay.
How you do anything is how you do everything.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So if I like to start from the bottom and go to the. So I'm not finna spend all this money on no purse. When you need this done, I see your roof.
That's how I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We think alike.
Yeah.
You want a purse?
You can't skip to the purse if your student loan behind.
Yeah. So the kids need.
Come on now. Yeah.
But that's for everybody else on social media. They want to post that bag on social media. Social
media a drug.
It is. It's addictive.
It's addictive, but I was a drug dealer. So man, that's them. That social media don't do nothing to me. You know what I mean? I think that's a lot of people who ain't have that energy in high school and all that. But man, my baby mom was homecoming queen. My mom was homecoming queen. My sister, I was homecoming. I was everything. So when you have that before fame, when fame come, it don't feel like nothing.
Right.
It don't. My favorite verse by T.I., he say, "What the F is fame to me? I've been popping since kindergarten. You was a lame to me." That verse stuck with me because that's what social media is.
Right.
Everybody who ain't have that, now this they time. This they time, and they gonna use it and think.
I like that. I like that, Coach. I like that one. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because you can tell the women that wasn't it in high school.
Yeah.
But they stay posting photos.
They stay posting because this they time, and now you can fix it up. But man, to be honest, man, deep down, man, everybody is gonna love you for who you are. Cause when God created you, that's the perfect you. Right. If you find yourself, then that's when your light gonna shine. Cause now you gonna have a false light anyway.
Right.
But man, when you be who you are, that's when you shine for real.
But let me ask you this, Wayne. Okay, you meet someone and you with this person, let's just say for the sake of argument, 3 to 6 months. And they say, Wayne, I want a boob job or I want a BBL. They get that, and then a couple of months later, you like, damn, I like the OG you.
I probably know I'm gonna leave her before I even give it.
God damn, what the hell is this, Wayne?
Because I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna throw you hints. I'm like, I don't think you need that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if you keep, but you don't understand. I'm gonna give it to you, but I'm gonna leave because that ain't.
Because you knowing at the end of the day, she's still not happy with herself.
Yeah, and if I ain't complaining, so it ain't nothing you could do. When somebody ain't unhappy, man, I promise you, boy, that's a rabbit hole. You gonna spend your life focusing on that.
Right.
And yeah, because you gotta be able to sell.
You said something very interesting. You was a drug dealer back in your early days.
Mm-hmm.
Was that like in high school, right after high school?
No, right after high school. Then I stopped for a minute because I had got caught. You know what I'm saying? I had got a charge and I got 10 years probation. So I went to do a job, but that job I had to go back. So I graduated 2006. I got caught 2007. I had a job 2008, but I went back to the streets 2010.
How you catch a charge and get probation?
No, I got 10 years probation. It was possession with intent.
Right.
So I took first offender.
Okay.
So first offender act where you that means you can't get in no more trouble. You gotta go back and do like 5 years of prison.
Right.
So I took first offender, got 10 years probation, and I was like, I'm out the streets. But then that child support kicked in, and me and my daddy he got out of prison, and he was broke, I was broke, so shoot, we got back in the streets, but I got back in the streets this time with a mission. I say, man, I had started calling myself Country Wayne, and I was like, I'm gonna make it in this rap game. So I started using the money to try to get out, and I started throwing parties and nightclubs and all that, but I eventually ran into this comedy thing in 2014, and ever since then, been a GOAT.
There's this thing going on right now. It's like women and saying, well, you know what? This place is not worthy for me to go, Cheesecake Factory, whatever the case may be. Where are you on this, Wayne?
Man, I ain't with that complaining. We all came from nothing. I think everybody forgot where we really came from.
Yeah. Everybody pretend like they was eating the Mastro.
Yeah, it's like
the old bit.
Especially us, man. A lot of us ain't never had nothing. So if we got a piece of food that we could afford, I don't care where it's at, whatever level you at, man, just be thankful.
Yeah. Well, you and I from Dairy Queen was the lit.
Yeah, Dairy Queen, Popeyes, chicken strips. But when I was on that food, man, listen here. If somebody take you somewhere and give you something,
right,
they have a standard of that, man. I think the internet just they just talking now.
Right.
They just talking.
Let me ask you a question. If your girl, for a party, y'all go out to eat, should a man have to pay for her friends to eat?
Yeah, he shouldn't have to, but it depends on where you're from and how you rock. You would.
So if you go out and say you take this young lady out, and she say, "Can I bring a couple of my girlfriends?" You're like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah.
And she bring like 10 of her girlfriends.
Yeah.
And they eating.
Yeah.
You got that covered?
Yeah, I got that covered. But I come from.
But you gonna cut off because you gonna say, see, you looking at me as a check, and so you invited all your friends.
I don't mind a woman looking at me for a check because I'd rather you get my money than my energy. I tell people I'd rather have a woman want me for my money than want me for me. Because most people like, I want you to want me for me, but then you want too much time. Want me for the money. Cause that's like a circuit, a fuse. Remember before a circuit go out in the car, the fuse go out on one of their cars. Yeah. So the money, the fuse. I can get more of that, but I can't get more time. I have a problem with somebody come in my life and be like, let me get all your time, man. That's expensive.
Yeah, you can't pay for that.
I can't pay for that. But if you coming to me for money, okay, well, that's how you coming, and that's what you're gonna get.
where are you on dating a celebrity? Are you cool just finding? And women, please don't take this the wrong way. Someone that's non-celebrity, because I don't want to say someone working a regular job. Oh, you're that regular. So a non-celebrity or celebrity?
I want. It's a couple celebrities that I looked at, but if I date a celebrity, I want to date her, but we live sort of like enjoy each other as much as we can behind closed doors for real. Mm-hmm. You know, I know that's hard to do because we're gonna be in the public or whatever. But man, I love me a guy there, somebody who's not a celebrity, right? Because I'd rather buy 30 Toyota Corollas than a Rolls Royce. You know, celebrity girls, they want a gift, man. Please, yeah. You know, you see what she got? You see what Cardi B got? Yeah, but you know, you date somebody who ain't on that. Like, my cousin got, I get you.
Yeah, but see, I ain't got offset money. I got set off money.
Yeah.
I'm about to set off money.
Hey, man. And even if I got offset money, I ain't gonna set it off. Don't keep in mind.
Man, where you talking about you rather buy 30 Corollas than a Rolls?
A Rolls Royce. I rather buy 30 Toyota Corolla. Cause a girl who ain't famous, she gonna appreciate that. Yeah. If I buy her Toyota Corolla, her family gonna cry. Yeah. They gonna be like, Wayne came through. Man, you buy a celebrity girl Toyota Corolla. Hey.
Oh, no, you ain't letting me. I mean, you gotta start out with a Benz. That's the least. And then probably you don't want that coloring.
Yeah, and these celebrities don't got in their feelings too much because they got too much to live up to. A celebrity girl, man, they mess around and see their name online. You got to talk to them about that all day. I'm talking about they all day. I can't believe she. Oh, and what's this comment? I'm like, bro, I can't live like that. This what you signed up for. This how it goes. So I'm just like, man, I ain't got time for the stress.
So when you see Wayne's name attached to negativity, and maybe you didn't even have anything to do with it, but people are speaking negative, because I know in the beginning it had to be, man, he got all these baby mamas, he got all these kids, yada yada yada. Yeah. So how did you deal with that?
Man, I went through it in high school, so man, it really don't. If it don't really affect my money, I don't really care. There's people speak negative of me now. There's people don't, you know what I'm saying, talk bad about me. I always bring up the baby mama, but boy, when I say I don't care a little bit, I just don't care. Now, when I see that person, I don't have a problem with people saying my name, because I ain't know how this comedy and comedian and celebrity stuff go. So when people saying my name, I get their number. I'm calling, hey man, we don't do that. But I had to realize, y'all play. Oh, this what y'all do over here. I ain't even know. I was calling everybody.
So what's real?
What you mean?
No, I'm saying, so they saying things about you. You pick up the phone and call them, see what's
up. Yeah, they really always be like, no, it ain't like that, man. I'm like, so then when I see them talk again, I'm like, oh man, y'all playing. Y'all clout chasing. Y'all really ain't, most of them broke. The celebrities, a lot of celebrities really ain't got no paper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They fronting.
They ain't got no money. Boy, come on now.
Because if you got money, you ain't got time to talk about me.
No.
Or you trying to get more money.
When you're up now.
Right.
Yeah.
You were married once. Would you do it again?
Yeah, I probably would.
Why did you get a divorce?
Oh, because I was just ready to be free. Because with the plans I had and what I wanted to do, I knew with a woman in my life wasn't going to agree to the plans I had in my mind. Mm-hmm. Like the way I took over social media with the storylines and all that, the women.
Right.
You know, I built a dynasty with that. But if I was in a relationship, I could have did that. I would have went home. What you kissing her? It's just a skit. I'm like, bro, I see your vision. I ain't got time to come home and explain.
Right. Offer without explanation.
Yeah, I ain't got time to explain, but I see something.
You see this house? You see them cars? You see?
Yeah. Now everybody I ever talked to in the past see. You know what I mean?
It's too late though.
It's too late now.
Have you ever thought about going back and getting the one that you from the past?
I thought about it. Nah, it ain't gonna work.
Why wouldn't it work?
Because you are who you was when you showed up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really changed because I ain't changed.
Right.
You know, you're just gonna act different because things are different. Mm-hmm. But you know, I already seen what it was, and it's gonna go through the same problem at another level. As soon as you get comfortable, you're gonna convert back to who you were. You know.
You're divorced, but you still can't take care of your wife?
Yeah. Yeah, she get a bag every month.
Y'all still cool? You cool?
Cool. She just texted some money this morning. For her birthday trip.
Wait, I'm just trying to figure out how you move on, but you still take care of what you left behind.
Because I feel like them kids be stressing them out so bad. I'm like, man, they do a good job of that.
Right.
Nah, if the mamas don't do a good job of the kids, I ain't giving them that.
Right.
But I feel like them kids is the job. God, boy, my children, boy.
Have you ever had all the kids at once by yourself?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they don't play with me. My kids, yes, sir. They don't play with me, but they a little different with their mama.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, there's something about a man's voice or somebody's presence.
I don't play. Like they come to my house, they still seem like they be there when we filming sometimes.
Right.
Man, my kid, they good kids, but I ain't play with them.
Right.
I don't put that foot down early.
You got to.
Yeah. They don't play with me at all.
So you say, you know what? I'm paying because I know how these kids are and how they treat. They're not like this with me, but I know how they are with you. I got to pay. I got to break you off.
That's a job.
Full time.
Man, kids. Brother, I'm sitting here on this nice leather brown sofa. My daughter probably asking her mama, showing her the same TikTok dance for 50 times right now.
Right.
And I get to be in front of Shannon Sharp, brother. Let me give you people some money because I'm living.
Right.
You know?
Let me ask you a question. Who do you think cheat more, men or women?
Women.
Why do you think they cheat?
Because we cheat. And they
try to get their lick back?
I'm going to say this. They so better at it. Men stupid.
Yeah.
If men knew how much women cheat, they'll stop cheating. They see, men ego think, you know, I be hearing everybody online, this is what a woman need to do to get a good man. Man, these women ain't study y'all like that. Why we think we so good that a woman just gonna be, brother, listen here, you don't even know. You don't know her. She only mad at you because she been holding back for you. And then when you do it, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know how to do it. But a woman, boy, cause I've been the guy they been cheating with for a long time. They cheat with people who they know ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
That quiet dude, but listen here, people think it's the guy with the money. Man, this that dude, you won't even believe he getting it. This joke ain't got nothing. He got one car, he got one job, he had Popeyes. You know what I'm saying?
Beat her down.
And you ever been to Popeyes and you see that guy who real confident, that was like, why he so confident frying that chicken cut, man, when he get home and when she get her taxes, when you get your little money, she gonna look out for him anyway. He having a ball.
Wow.
And so is she. Because he focused on every move. I'm smart. Damn that. We focus on business. We go home, you know, when you get money, you like, man, but this next venture. She like, yeah. But he ain't talking about that. He like, hold up. He got get right there. Mm-hmm. Like that. Yeah, sit right there every time. And every time he see her, he know how to hit that move. Every time. And when she with you, she don't want to be with him.
No.
She just want him to hit that. It's that little thing he do.
It's what he do.
He know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man.
Let me ask you a question. We had this conversation. Ocho and I had this conversation on Nightcap. Cheating. Okay, the guy cheat. Women are. It seems to me, and I could be wrong. You tell me what you think. That women seem to be more forgiving if a guy steps out in a relationship than if a woman steps out, that man.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, hell no, that's a rich. Hell, dude, somebody been in my party. Oh.
Yeah, cause a lot of men soft. They be crying like a baby. So she natural nurturer. She see the hurt in your eye.
Right.
You keep asking her, so why you did that? Huh? You ain't know with a hoe and all that. So she natural nurturer, so she forced to forgive because man, you crying.
Right.
Like all that we done did, but you got that vision in her head of her bucked up. Got there looking back at you can't take it because you know when we cheat, they can forgive because we ain't that dramatic.
Right.
So when they vision us in their mind, they hear us saying, but they ain't.
This mine.
But we know. Boy, when she cheated, oh my God. I'm talking about stop. And that vision keep going through your head. So she see the hurt in you, and she like, I'm going to you forgive me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But they can't be like when they're explaining it, they just like, oh, it was a one-time thing because they can't say, oh, dude had me up like the Macy's Day balloon.
Because they want to live. if they tell you
real,
how that toes were curled up,
yeah,
and she was getting choked and her eyes popping out of her head,
yeah,
you gonna kill her. So she got to tell you, he just put the head in. I stopped him. She always tell you that.
That's it.
She always tell you she stopped him.
Right. And it only happened one time.
She ain't let him finish.
Yeah.
He been finished.
Yeah.
Because he was scared she was going to stop him anyway.
Right.
Listen here. Man, no, man. Wait, trust me, man. When a woman cheated, man, trust me. She did some things to him she'll never do to you. Because you might judge her if she do those things.
What?
Yeah.
What?
She's more,
Oh,
you didn't know that?
what she did to me?
Oh,
she doing more than him.
What she did to you ain't nothing. Cause she more free with him. Yeah.
Oh, Lord, wait. Oh, Lord.
You did more around your parents than when you weren't around your parents.
Right. I just don't know.
That's why that started. Drinking started because of that. The first woman who cheated, the man, he missed a bunch of stuff up. It was alcohol, juices, and berries. And he said, I can't change it.
Lord have mercy. Wait, that's what they doing?
That's what they doing, because when they cheat, they can be who because if
They can be free.
and she tell you what she really want to do in the bedroom, you might judge her.
Right.
And you gonna be like, hold up, why you want to do that? What kind of woman are you?
Who taught you that? Where you learned that
But
from?
she got imaginations in her head too.
Yeah.
That Popeyes, he gonna do all that. She like bring the flour home in the grease and fry me like a chicken. She gonna, it's all kind of stuff in their head they want to do, man. I had one girl, it was out in high school, cause dude was talking about me in the street. The only time to mess with a dude girl is when he be talking about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to fight. That's all my fights was about. Okay, I hear you talking about, I'm going to get your old lady. You know what I'm saying? And I was hitting him, and he called, and I made her answer the phone.
What? Come on, Wayne, you playing with fire, Wayne.
Yeah, I know, that won't go home no more.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You play with fire now.
But yeah, so the women, when it came to women, I was the guy they were cheating with, so that's how I knew women. My brother's scarred right now. He said growing up with me made him not trust women.
Right.
Because I be dealing with a girl, and when I see her, hey, you know what I'm saying? So.
And she be with a man, and he know.
Yeah, he don't know.
No, I'm saying your brother knew.
My brother knew.
But he didn't know. Absolutely
so a woman leave the house real quick, go cheat. We see a woman want our time. So when a woman make you cheat on your girl, she wants your time because she judges your relationship. So she gonna make you take her out one day.
Yeah.
But that woman, she gonna leave the house one day to go to the store real quick. It gonna take her 9 minutes. She gonna either go to her homegirl house or go to his little spot and give it to him real quick and come home and serve and be the best wife or girlfriend to you. They don't better girlfriend or wife when they cheat. Because they feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they feel that they got that off them.
What?
Yeah.
So by 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
so they got to make them a little
rough. Women with the same man, because see, women are us, but they get judged for being like us.
Right.
So they'll never tell you they like us because we judge them too much. Mm-hmm. And I say we because I'm a man, but I don't judge women. That's why I get a lot of women, because they can feel when you don't judge.
Yeah.
But when a woman, man, come on.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
When a woman lay up with the same,
just be good to me.
When a woman lay up with the same man, you think she turned on every time too? Just like we be like, we want a new one. Yeah, this same moves. Oh, he woke up in the morning, give me something on the side. If I knew life was like this, I can't wait till I get to heaven, because this ain't it. Same routine, you gotta go put up the kids, baby good, come here. You know?
Yeah. You on a routine, you on a schedule, because you got kids.
Man, one day she wanted to just wake up and just be on the floor.
Yeah.
With the bunte. She tired too.
Right.
Yeah, that's why she like, take me on a trip. So at least do it.
Change the scenery.
Yeah, change the scenery. And we go on a trip and get what we do. Same move, turn to the side. Now we on the beach, sand everywhere. It ain't comfortable, I thought. It's just, women, I feel sorry for women out here, man.
Have you ever been caught cheating?
Caught? Well, they thought they caught me cheating, but I was like, I was grown. You just ran up on me. He caught me, get in the car. What you doing here? I'm a grown person.
Right.
I don't believe two grown people should tell another grown person what to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I was here,
and you wanted to be here.
Obviously, I want to be here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you got in the car and went back home,
I didn't go.
You went back upstairs?
Huh?
You went back to the...
I jumped in I had got my sister's truck. I did try to be respectful.
Yeah, you tried to hide.
I tried to hide. I was in my sister's car.
Yeah.
She took me on a high-speed chase. Yeah, she took me on a high-speed chase, but I won. And I went to this other girl's house, and she fried me. This one I was eating tilapia fish. She fried me tilapia fish.
Yeah.
With hot sauce on it. I should have been here anyway.
You should have been there.
Yeah, because she cooked me something to eat.
That's when you was eating meat back then.
I don't eat meat. Yeah. I love the one cook me, boy, go to their house and they cook me something to eat. Boy, listen, you about to be together. Yeah, I kept some women now.
Right. So let me ask you a question. Knowing how much you love women, you have daughters, obviously you have sons, and you want them to be respectful. So what are you going to teach them about dating and how to approach a relationship?
I already taught my daughter. She like they like their little boys and whatever. But I say, listen, man, I be catching them doing little stuff. I say, no, put that energy into you. You're not finna keep him, buying him nothing, being there for him. The only way you're gonna keep that boy is be your best version of you. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay up, and that's with anything. That's with business. If you stay playing good, your contract keep going up. Mm-hmm. So you got to stay being up, so your partner keep looking at you, and being up ain't just financial. Right. Your partner look at you and be like, Mm-hmm. So I tell them to stay up, and I tell my sons, man, you know, I made him buy his little girl a gift. I made him buy her a Louis Vuitton purse for Christmas, because he right here dealing with the girl. I know you get her, and she's so nice to him, but you ain't gave her nothing. Right. No, son, she giving you her energy. She listen to your long conversations. When you had bad games, she talking to you on the phone. You finna get her something. Right. So I'm letting him know he hate for his money to be affected. So I'm letting you know this gonna cost you energy and money. And I'm telling my daughters, be the best version of you. Be the best version of yourself. That's the only way you're gonna keep anything. And if you don't keep it, being the best version of yourself, you're supposed to lose that anyway. Right. So that's the game I'm giving them, for real. When did your kids know you were famous? Well, they thought I was famous in the streets. Because I was so popular in my own time, rapping in the nightclubs. They thought I was famous then, but they pretty much thought I was famous all my life. I asked them that, because my name was Country Wayne in the street. Right. And I had the parties, the nightclubs, so I was already a level of fame. Right. In my hometown, people want to take pictures and stuff like that then. So they kind of grew up in it. Right. And then it just got, I got the most humble celebrity kids in the world because they never felt the jump. Right. It been just this. So it's so normal to them. I try to send them to private school, man, they, please get us out of here. You know, but they always felt it though. Right. Mm-hmm. So they cool. So they cool with it. They don't feel like celebrity kids. They know they rich. They know they can get a lot of stuff they want, but they real humble, man. They some humble kids for real. Have they ever been upset with anything that you post? Your kids ever get upset with you? Nah, I said a joke on stage about my son. Mama told me, you going to the NBA? He ain't never going because he got crossed up one day by a Mexican boy. And the dude said something in Spanish or whatever. And his mama them got mad about the joke, but nah, they don't really be tripping. They'll get mad if I say something about their mama sometimes. Do they? Mm-hmm. Like I talked about one of my baby mama teeth that got knocked out. She had called me. But I got a teeth fixed though, obviously. Right. Like, I think I paid for that joke. But nah, they be tripping. They be tripping. You also take care of two of your nieces. Yeah, I take care of, man, my sisters, everybody get a check every month. Mm-hmm. That's a huge responsibility. Mm-hmm. Why do you feel that's your calling? Why do you feel that you're a provider? Because it seems like everybody that's in Wayne's village needs to be provided for. Because coming from that country town, man, I got to admit, you know, when people like they made it from New York and it was hard, I understand because there is more violence and stuff when they made it from the city, but when coming from that country, it ain't no opportunity or ambition. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like, man, a lot of my family gifted anyway. Sometimes when somebody blessed with a gift like this, you are the gift to your family. Right. Because this a gift. I'm not in an organization like, you know what I'm saying? Even the NBA a gift, but it's still an organization. Right. This is something from the mud. I always figured out a way. Whether it was the night before I even made comedy, I was making a couple $100,000 a year before comedy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm too gifted at creating and making money. Right. So obviously I'm supposed to do something else with this. Right. And I'm gonna look at my family first. I'm like, okay, well, and that's what I did because obviously they don't have that gift because I just know how to do that part. Get to the money, I'm gonna get to it every time. A couple of your kids, you didn't realize they were your kids until later in life. Mm-hmm. Did that add stress? Because sometimes when you're not around early on, sometimes the kids feel like they're neglected or they're not wanted. Mm-hmm. So how did that impact you in their relationship? Oh, they don't remember it. Okay. Because like Christiana, she was like, by the time I found out she was mine, she was like 3. Okay. So they don't even remember that. So nah, them kids, they chilling. Cause I be in their life and you been in their life since though. They won't make a move right now. They mom have to call me first. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing like if my kids need their hair done or whatever. I'm involved in the hairstyle. No, I don't get that one because you don't know how to keep up with that. You get this, get your hair. I'm involved in them kids' life for real. So they don't move unless daddy. So they don't know. Mm-hmm. They don't remember that. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you had a child that one of your baby moms lost a child and put the system. Yeah. Got taken away. Yeah, and I had to go to the system to get her. While I was going viral on videos. So I stayed in that country town and I was super hot online, but I didn't even want no Hollywood deals or anything because I'm like, man, bro, my life got to be in order before I go. Mm-hmm. I can't go get no deal and be on TV knowing I'm fighting for my daughter in court. So I was just disconnected from. I was popular to the people, but nobody knew I was going to court every court date, and I had to go see her every day to try to get her out of this orphanage. And that was a process.
Care.
Yeah, foster care. Yeah. And that was a process within itself. But she appreciated that to this day though. She always bring it up. Daddy, you remember when? Cause I went and
She saw you fought for her, Wayne.
Yeah, I fought for it, and even the court was clapping when I won because most people in that situation depend on a woman in their life.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, I gotta get my sister, but my mama being gone, I had to pick up a lot of responsibility.
Right.
In that end, because a lot of things that I had to do in life, my mama would have had to organize.
Right.
But me growing up without a mother, I was like, man, I'm going to get my child myself, man. I ain't finna ask my sister. I'm going to court. And I went, and man, that was a process. And I went and filed the paperwork, doing that part. Had to go through the steps, had to go through all the classes. But I went and got my baby.
How do you think, how different would your life have been had your mom been able to see Wayne today?
And how different my life would have been? I think if she would have been here, I probably would have been out that country town because she always knew I was gifted, and she used to always try to move me to Atlanta. But man, I can't think about it because I feel like she's still here. Mm-hmm. She ain't here in the flesh, but mama been here because we were broke growing up. But when she died, and my mama ain't work, but I don't know how she got enough money in Social Security. We got a Social Security check when she died every month, and I feel like, ooh, mama looking at me more in heaven than she could on earth. So
right.
I always had that positive mindset where I always felt like she was with me because I've been able to get out of too much stuff. And the way I understand women, man, that got to be her. I feel like since I stayed connected spiritually, I think when you stay connected spiritually, people who died in your family, if you stay connected spiritually, they'll give you gems on how to survive through this earth. So I always felt like she here, I just can't see her physically. If she was here, I probably wouldn't be handing out all that money.
Right.
She would have been cut. She would have been.
Oh yeah. Oh. She ain't gonna let you do all that. Man, she said, "Baby, you wasting that money."
I tell my baby mama all the time, boy, if my mom was here, y'all would have been cut off. I tell them that.
They probably know that too.
Yeah.
They probably know that.
Boy. Melissa Conan was here, boy.
Yeah. You blew up on social media.
Mm-hmm.
How much money do you think you made through social media?
Right, through social media, probably a dub. Probably about just social media.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about 20 million last 3 years. That's when I really started monetizing. Mm-hmm.
Telling jokes, huh? And skits.
It's some skits, man. Storylines. I was telling jokes at first.
See the party?
Yeah, it look like you doing fine. I tell you what, boy, you know about this money.
Yeah.
The social media game, it's the in-stream ads and stuff, and they didn't have that at first. So
right.
how I was monetizing at first is getting popular, you go on tour.
Right.
But I was like, that ain't monetization.
Right.
Because if I gotta do this, that's work. So I'm like, no, how can I learn? Because what I did, I was hearing about residuals and all that, and what I did in math, the whole thing about math is to simplify something. That's what math is.
Mm-hmm.
You take 50 over 100 and break it all the way down to 1 over 2. So what I did, I took the TV format, and people talk about residual in TV shows, and I minimized it. You know what I'm saying? I minimized it to the point of I got my version of that.
Okay.
And now I'm able to make residuals. I'm making money right now while I'm sitting. And people was laughing at me at first. When I first started doing those skits, people like, oh, them little skits, And I went to before I started, I went to every social media who was big at the time and sat down with them. And look, man, we gotta do this social media thing. We come together, we can share storylines, share content. They was all like, nah, they don't seem like, all right, you wanna keep going out here, tap dancing on tour? All right. So that social media thing, when I figured out that niche, man, I was on to it. And I seen it, so I ain't care what nobody said. I was doing all kinds of skits. I was an old man one time. I was a character named Drip. And I'm like, man, this money really on social media. Because that's where everybody eyeballs at.
Right.
So if I'm an advertiser,
right,
I'm going to keep pouring money in social media. So I feel like social media was the future, whether people want to accept it or not.
But you knew that.
I knew that because I already I paid attention and listened. And I realized Hollywood was always the ad business. Mm-hmm. It never was the movie business,
right?
A TV show business. They always say, "Let us pay our bills." So you got to in an army
commercial.
Yeah, in the army they teach attention to detail. Teamwork is the key. So wherever the eyeballs are at, that's where the money gonna be at.
Right.
So if I'm looking to my left and the right, and people on their phone all day, it's like investing in a stock. I would be stupid to believe that people are watching this more than they watching this. So I'm like, and these advertisers finna start pouring this money, and I'm gonna be a part of this new generation.
You got on the train early.
I got on early. And I caught the pandemic because we'll never sit down like that again.
No. So
I was like, man, we sit down, everybody waiting to go back to work? I'm like, no.
And everybody wants to be entertained when there's no entertainment going on.
Man, I got all the kinks practicing. Okay, they like this, the algorithm like this like this, this like this, this like this, this like this. I say, bam. I say, man, this old boy. I said, I'm gonna have me $1 billion by the time I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? I already seen it. It was just too many people watching social media.
Besides, obviously, you take care of your kids, you take care of your family. What are some of the other things Wayne spends his money on? What do you spend your money on for you?
And, for me, I got a Rolls Royce, my house furnished, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple houses. I got a house in Bel Air, house in Atlanta, condo in
Bel Air?
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't talking about my boy Ross Drake, right? You talking about Bel Air, like right up the street from me.
Yeah, that's where I came from. Yeah.
You looking for a partner to skip, man. You boy can sing, I can dance a little.
I don't know who you think you fool. You get Shay got his own skits. I know you be checking the RPM and CPM.
So you got a place in Bel Air, you got a place in Atlanta.
Yeah, I got a house. I got a house in McDonough, and then I got a condo in Atlanta.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You spread out, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got a couple apartments. I got 2 houses in Atlanta.